Yo, what up?
I feel like
we're back here at Myers.
Once again,
we ask that every time. Like, are we on?
With your girl's favorite Puerto Rican.
Oh, welcome,
Right.
welcome. Once again, we're here at Welcome to Talking Chit with Big Boogie. I'm like, what the
Bill
fuck?
Cosby supporter.
Oh, shit.
Anyways, welcome back to Talking Shit with Big Boogie. Your boy Big Boogie, my partner in crime, Anonymous J.
How many times you gonna say your name?
Uncle Kev, Big Boogie, and Big Boogie, HL, and Big Boogie.
Is that because you're like 4 times the size of a regular person?
4 times sexy, brother.
Stop it. Already. It's just Anonymous J. Always.
Hey, at least he's talking this time.
That's true. He was all boo-boo face last week.
Because it was late as fuck when we started this.
I was just irritated last week.
He was irritated, like,
It
and
took
you
us-
know what? I thought about something and I felt bad afterwards. I was like, yo, I kept saying the 2 old crew. Remember they wanted to listen to the podcast. I'm like, oh shit,
They're gonna listen to our shit.
we gave them the damn YouTube channel. And I'm like, oh shit.
These motherfuckers like, they're gonna see us next time. 2 old crew, huh? Well,
Right,
your
they
ass,
was like,
you
oh,
little
so the 2 old
whippersnappers.
crew, huh? I was like,
They're gonna jump us one by one in the parking lot and shit.
right, with canes and shit.
Oh, shit.
Fucking guitar to the head. They're gonna
Oxygen tanks.
I'm a
I
black
literally did not realize that shit until I was editing that shit. Then I was like, wait a minute, they did ask us like how we could find. Did you give them that
I
information?
gave them that information.
I wonder if they actually went to go. Well, hopefully they too old to the point where they don't even know how to use YouTube and the internet. So
No, they probably do.
Yeah, they probably put their
You
fucking
probably
band on
fucked
there.
each other.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Their
what I'm gonna
grandparents.
be scared for?
Their grandparents.
I mean, it was funny.
You're
Hopefully
gonna
they
get
take it all in
sodomized
stride.
with a cane. You should be scared.
Oh, shit.
That's true. It's
They
the
gonna take
hurricanes. You know they stand on their own. They can literally just leave it standing up while they whoop your ass.
Fucking Willy Wonka.
Like, don't make me park my cane, nigga.
Right?
If I park my cane, it's on.
Worse than popping the trunk.
Oh yeah, for real. That's like popping the trunk for
Jay,
old people.
slap the cane out of their hand, dog.
That's like
Put it
popping the
down.
trunk for old people.
I kick it over.
Popping the rascal. It's
Like,
on now.
If I park my
You
cane,
gotta make
bro,
it to. You gotta make it to the
It's on a
trunk.
motorized scooter.
That's what I. You gotta make it
can't
to that
run.
trunk.
You better be fast, nigga.
You gotta.
Them shits go like 10 miles an hour at the top.
Yeah.
They're gonna do a drive-by.
One of these old motherfuckers talking about, I got it amped up. I can go up to 30.
Oh shit! Hey,
Bring
they
your
soup it up.
ass down.
He's all, it's custom.
Water
Custom
boy.
built. Hey, it's our 10th episode. Woo!
Hey, we acting like we've been on for like 10 years, but you know we're gonna celebrate this shit.
it's like the 10th anniversary.
You know what that means? That means that even though it doesn't seem like a lot of episodes, that just means we have not pissed off people so much that they hate us and shut us down.
True.
Yeah.
So that
They
means we're
couldn't
doing
shut
all
us
right.
down anyway.
We haven't received no letters
true.
from the was it FAA or
The FCC.
FCC.
That's because we're using the interwebs.
Right.
interwebs.
I don't know. We've mentioned OSHA, AARP.
AARP.
We've mentioned all 10.
But they don't really fuck with the internet shit though. The internet is a
Right.
different world.
Yeah.
It's not the same. FCC only deals with shit that's more like TV and radio.
Boogie's
Yeah.
gonna have all
I'm
the.
still gonna knock on wood because I'm gonna get a letter at the house tomorrow. Fucking Will Smith and fucking Tommy Lee Jones pull up to my house. Here you go. What the fuck is it?
Boogie, if we get in trouble, it's gonna be because of you, bro.
Why is that?
Supporting Bill
Because you
Cosby
support
and
all
shit.
the molesters, bro.
Bill Cosby.
Free Mr. Clark.
You know what? I have
See,
not
we wasn't
heard-
even talking about Morgan Freeman being a
Yes, he
sex
said-
offender.
honestly,
no,
though,
he's
I
not a
haven't-
sex offender.
I haven't heard shit about this incident with Morgan Freeman at all.
Because
Like,
he
I haven't
shut him
seen
down.
it or nothing.
Probably shut him down. He didn't do shit.
Because it was probably full of shit.
Yeah,
Like I
that's
said,
it.
I just can't. Honestly, I know that people say this about everybody. Like they said the same thing about Bill Cosby, but I really can't see Morgan Freeman being that
Bill
dude.
Cosby
Right.
did it.
Oh no, I mean I'm not disagreeing
The
with you on
creator of Little Bill was touching on Little Bill.
that. Oh damn, bro. You ain't gotta make it so
Bill.
graphic. Like, like we get it. Like we get it.
Do you really though?
Yeah, he was
Oh,
so
we got
guilty,
it.
so
We
yeah.
got it.
He was
I'ma get him a-
50.
I don't know. He
I'ma get-
supports Bill
I'ma-
Cosby,
I'ma
Michael
get-
Jackson.
I'ma get
like-
Jay.
Hey.
Stop right there.
Go to make a change.
We not gonna do
We
this
already had
because
this
I put-
conversation.
Tupac.
No,
we
we-
already had this conversation.
We're not gonna have this
We already
conversation.
had it though.
No, we didn't.
No.
Really,
Bill-
because I shut it down. Just
Bill
like I'm doing
Cosby
right
and
now.
Michael Jackson both had a problem with kids.
I thought Bill Cosby was fucking with adults. I think you fuck with no
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, what is you talking about?
They wasn't adults when it happened.
Yes, they
Their
was.
adults. One of them was like in the 70s, bro.
These bitches are old.
They're
dog.
old.
These fucking
You
That
keep
basketball
forgetting-
playing bitch is only like 40.
You keep forgetting. No, bruh.
Check it out.
They weren't
Facts.
kids. They weren't.
Facts.
He got in trouble for fucking molesting women, not
He was
molesting kids.
They were. Oh, okay.
That makes
Okay.
it better, right?
That-
but still,
I'm not saying that. but-
Okay, one's molesting kids, the other was molesting women. Doesn't matter. Both of them
Nah,
are red
I feel
dots.
like
They're
kids
both
is a
sex
whole nother
offenders.
level.
But
Kids
yeah,
is a
you
whole
still
nother
fuck with
level.
Michael Jackson, so
Because he didn't do that.
he didn't.
Oh,
His son's
I've
name is
researched this shit.
Blanket.
You can't argue
His
with me on
son's
this
name
shit.
is Blanket.
I don't give a fuck. Just
That's
he
because
was
that's
weird.
where he was hiding them.
Just because he
under
was
the
weird.
blanket.
Oh my god. This nigga.
Cobija. If he was in Spanish,
His
Cobija.
house was named Neverland Ranch, like Peter Pan. He was
Never-
running
never-
around in pantyhose with the Peter Pan
Never
outfit.
tell
on.
ranch.
See, you know what? I would argue with you, but the thing is that you already said how you feel, and there's nothing that I'm gonna be able to say that's gonna get you to see what I'm saying.
No, look at all
so
that
that's why.
song. Majority
Okay,
of
so
his
then we just
songs.
need to start having this conversation.
No, because it's
What
entertainment.
happened?
We're
So
gonna
what
keep
you
having
got
this
for us? 'Cause
conversation.
I'm not gonna keep listening
I'm
to
gonna
this
get-
nonsense.
I'm
Look,
gonna
as
get
soon as he
honest,
left the Jackson 5, it was all
God,
over for
here
these
we go,
kids.
Here we go.
Gotta make a change. See? And he
I'm
did.
about to
He
call his
made a
parole
change.
officer or something.
He made a
Come
change, all
get this,
right?
come get
I'm
this
gonna
boy.
get I'm gonna get Anonymous J Ghostbuster shirt with Bill Cosby's face on it.
Oh, y'all wrong.
Bill Cosby and the Michael Jackson glove right under it.
Stop.
Hey,
Stop.
Hey,
See, now
y'all
you
know
just
where
doing-
that glove's been.
I love little Michael. Oh yo.
Lil Michael loves the
hate
little
all of
ones
y'all.
too.
Anyway,
I hate all these niggas.
so we're gonna get into the topic of the day. So you all ever heard of that restaurant called the Mellow Mushroom? It's like a pizza
Yeah.
joint.
Yeah, I heard
It's like supposed to be like all organic or some shit.
It's like a. It's kind of like what's that one place? The sub shop. It's kind of like Chiba Hut, but for pizza. It's like.
I
based
heard that
upon-
shit is overly expensive for
I
no
went in there
reason.
one time to have a beer, and
Yeah.
I left.
It cost you what, like $12 for that
I don't even
beer?
remember. I was already fucked up.
Yeah, alright.
I just left Mad Dogs to go over there because a whole bunch of people.
I showed up over there on St. Patrick's Day this past year before I came over here because some friends was over there. Yeah, it was expensive as fuck. Before I got me a sour beer, it wasn't here. So anyway, I guess last year, what they're trying to do, I don't know if they did or what they're trying to do is they're trying to take their liquor license because last year in April, a dude, he has like a fucked up last name. His last name's like Allison. I thought it was a chick. And so the dude, he left that place. He was drinking there, and he left that place. and when he left, he got on the freeway. He was a wrong way driver, and he killed 2 girls.
oh
So
shit.
their family's trying to sue that place because they let him leave there all fucked up and shit. Now this is what they said right here. This is the
Why you looking at a? I'm gonna say this. Like it's a tragedy, obviously. But as far as pointing the blame, I don't know if pointing the blame at the business is necessarily the way to go. Because at the end of the day, you're an adult. You making your own decisions. And it's not the business's responsibility to babysit you.
No, that's
Yeah.
where you're wrong. It is.
Well, look, check it out.
No.
This is the laws they said they violated. It said they violated 3. One was selling liquor to an intoxicated or disorderly person. There was another one was having an intoxicated person on the premises for 30 minutes and failing to protect the safety of patrons.
Okay, the whole thing about that, obviously, since I've worked security and bars and stuff,
Yeah.
the whole thing about that is if he was already intoxicated when he came,
No, he was there all night drinking with the church group. His church group was there drinking.
well, okay, so in that case,
Yeah, he was
at
there
that
drinking.
point, when he got to the point of being way past smashed, the bartender was supposed to cut him off.
Yeah.
And then they have 30 minutes from the time you cut them off to get off the premises.
Yeah.
And if they insist on driving, you have to do everything in your power besides hold them against their will to, get them a cab, Uber, Lyft, call a friend, your mom, whoever the fuck.
Okay, so quick question.
But then if they hop in their car and drive, you are supposed to call the non-emergency hotline number and notify them.
Okay.
That's your actual basic protocol for
Well, they
that.
did none of that. That's what I say. They did none
Yeah,
of
Okay,
that.
but here's
and
my
that's why the
question.
blame can be pointed at them.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's my question though. Do we know for sure that he was showing signs of being extremely drunk when he was at the establishment?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
if you can't tell,
No, if you're that's right though. If you can't tell, then there's no way.
that's what I'm saying.
But-
So we know that portion of the story.
But I don't know. He said he did. I'm just talking about from personal
But do you see where I'm
experience.
coming from? Like I'm saying that I get what you're saying, and that makes a lot of sense. And you're right. I completely forgot about that. That they are responsible. But at the same time, if he's not showing these signs of being belligerently drunk or extremely drunk, then how are they gonna know? Especially with everything else that's going on around. I mean, you got to think there's other people there too. There's other people drinking, so it's like to sit there and try to make
a bartender or a server should know how many drinks, how many shots, how many.
But what if he came in kind of lit already?
Well-
and they only gave him a few drinks. They in their mind they may not be thinking that they gave him a bunch of drinks because
Okay.
maybe he was already like halfway to his limit. And they
But-
only gave him like 3 drinks. And
The
in their
report
mind, they're
says-
like 3 drinks ain't gonna really kill nothing. I'm sorry, I keep cutting
The
you off.
Arizona Department of Liquor said he was there for 4.5 hours drinking and taking shots.
Yeah, 4.5 hours of straight
drinking and taking shots.
Oh, well then.
And he was there with like 10 members of it's called the Young Life Christian Ministry. So they was getting a hallelujah on.
That man, them kids must be driving his ass nuts. He was like, man, I'm getting loose.
Right?
That's
We have 4.5
okay.
hours.
So then you know what? Then yeah. I mean,
But now too, they're trying to sue the state or the city because the way the
You're gonna
freeway
sue
is
the
built
city.
too. Because the freeway is built to where he got confused.
no. See,
Yeah.
no.
That shit happens
not-
in Arizona, and and then
I
No,
don't
fuck
think
that.
that'll fly.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
that'll
not.
fly.
But see, that's a bullshit. I feel like that is reaching.
Yeah.
Like I get it. Okay, sue the establishment. Now I get it. Now that Jace explained it. I'm
Yeah.
like, and I remember that law. It does make sense.
Like
I'll give him that.
I've gone to the point of standing behind people's cars.
Right.
When I worked at Dose, I used to stand behind motherfuckers' cars if they were super fucked up. Now,
Right,
2
and I
or
get
3
that.
times these motherfuckers didn't give a fuck I was standing there.
Right.
So, but I did everything I could.
Right.
To
Jay had to call
Keep
this
them
stunt
from-
double.
But I
Yeah.
feel like that whole the way, because honestly, okay, look, I lived in a lot of different places. My dad was in the military. I moved a lot. I lived in if you broke down the United States by region, I've lived there, and I've seen many different roads. To me, Arizona's got one of the cleanest, as far as travel wise.
Yeah.
They got the best
The easiest.
highway.
Yeah.
They got the easiest transit system. You can get anywhere on the freeway for the most part.
Right.
Freeway will take you all the way out and throughout the valley. You can go
Right.
through downtown, you can go around downtown, you can get all the way to west side and back, all freeway.
Shit.
Right.
That
I wasn't
shit is
always like
dope.
that,
to
though,
me.
What you
man.
mean? You
A
can
lot
take
of
me
cities.
through Tucson to.
That's what I'm saying, but a lot of cities
Yeah.
aren't built like that. And so to me, I feel like personally, Arizona's got the best freeways and highways. So for
Right.
them to try to come, and they're wide and they're big and they're clearly labeled.
Yeah.
For convenience, so the fact that they're trying to say that it confuses people,
And it's
I'm
like-
gonna have to disagree with them on
and it's
that.
like a
and I feel
fucking
like they're
trend.
reaching.
It's like a fucking trend because there's a lot of these wrong way freeway drivers.
So
Yeah.
speaking of that, I actually had a situation where I almost got hit by one.
Yeah.
I was actually going to school at the time for something, and it was late at night. I was driving on the 60 going west, and I had to get off at Country Club. No bullshit. When I started coming up to that exit, luckily my exit was right there. I saw headlights. Now notice when you on that road, when you're supposed to see red lights because
Right.
it was already getting dark.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah.
supposed to see red lights. If you see white lights on your side, it's a problem.
Right.
And I was like, yo, is this car is that on the other side? Because how sometimes on the freeway it's so flat out here,
Yeah.
it looks like it's on your side, but it's on the other side. No, this shit was on our side. It had literally got on the Country Club exit that I needed to get on to.
Oh wow.
And it got on the freeway and no bullshit. It was in the very next lane next to me. If I would not have swerved over and been quick enough to catch that shit, I wouldn't be sitting here right now.
Right.
See, that's what I don't
Remember
fucking
that.
get.
Yeah.
And I literally watched
Yeah.
this car zoom right past me. Like I saw that shit and I was like, oh shit, my heart was racing like a motherfucker. And then when I got to the end of the exit, I saw there was 3 fucked up cars that he had hit on his way going into that exit because obviously everybody's getting off the freeway.
Right.
This dude was getting onto the freeway through the exit.
Right.
So he had hit like 3 cars and left them damaged there at the fucking end of the off ramp.
Man.
That shit was, it was a crazy ass night. I had to I called, the police and all that shit and was like, yo, and it was on the news and everything. And apparently he kept going. He didn't hit nobody or kill nobody or whatever, but they got him all the way at Val Vista.
Oh shit.
So he
Damn.
drove
That was
all the way
close to
from
our
Country
house,
Club. Yeah, he drove all the way from Country Club exit all the way to Val Vista, going the wrong way, and luckily didn't hurt or kill anybody.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
And it's ridiculous. I mean, sometimes I go out a little tipsy, but when I know I'm too fucked up, I'll sleep in the fucking car.
Yeah, you got, but even that.
Or I'll call it.
That'll get you
Yeah.
DUI. You know
I'm
what I mean?
just
'Cause
saying.
even still.
Yeah.
I went to driving school and they was talking about that shit. Like it even gets specific all the way down to where the keys are at.
Like you gotta put the keys in the trunk and shit. If you
Yeah,
sleep
they
in the
said
car,
because the dude told me, he said if you got a car where you got the 2 cup holders, and he's like if you sitting in a car but you drunk and you trying to sleep it off or whatever, if your keys are in the front cup holder, they consider that the driver one. But if it's in the passenger cup holder, it's considered for the passenger. So it doesn't count against you per se, which I thought was really weird because I'm like,
What's the
they're
difference
right next
of
to
like
each
an
other.
inch?
Right, exactly. But that's the way the law sees it. That's how fucked up the law can be sometimes, though.
Well, my friend,
Yeah.
my friend was having a birthday party. It was a big old jam,
You have friends?
I do. Besides, well, yeah, sometimes. Well, I thought you guys were and shit.
You thought?
I'm your friend. Anonymous J just hates everybody.
No, but so my boy was having his party, and they were a party in the garage. So what do we call it? They opened up the garage and they pulled the quad out just to get out of the way. And they pulled the quad out. The quad was out there in the front yard. They're chilling. And then he went out there and he was smoking with the friends and shit. They were smoking cigarettes and shit. He sat on the quad, and someone called because there was a noise. What do they call it? Complaint.
Noise complaint, yeah.
complaint.
And he got a DUI for sitting on the quad because the key was in it, in his fucking front yard. They took him home. They took him to jail for sitting on the quad
In his
fucking
front yard.
DUI in his front yard. And he's like, well, I go, what happened? He's like, oh, well, I got out and I went back and I continued to party. But I was like, I guess they let him out that same day, whatever. They went and got him, whatever. But still, they took him in they gave him a DUI for sitting on the fucking quad just because the keys were in it.
Yeah. Any motor vehicle, like you can get a DUI on a fucking riding lawnmower.
On a
On a
bicycle.
bike.
You
On
get
a bike,
Yeah,
yeah.
you can get on a bike too.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. I'm like, at that point, I mean, my thing is this. If you drunk on a bike and you crash into some shit, you gonna feel it, my nigga. So I don't really think that y'all need to really give him jail time because he gonna hurt himself. Like, he's gonna get his punishment, trust and believe.
Was it 40-year-old version? Go
Right.
around!
Yeah.
Go around me!
Like, I feel like some things you just gotta let life deal with.
Yeah.
Like, you can't, like, we don't need a law for that. Like, let him crash and burn. Because, trust me, hitting a tree in a car is completely different from hitting a tree on a bike.
Yeah, some
Like,
kind of
I
protection.
wonder where that even came from
was
What?
it?
on a bike. Like that doesn't really make sense to me. That's like saying
I
you
could-
gonna
I mean,
catch
I
a
know-
DUI on a Razor scooter or
Probably.
a skateboard.
Hey, these
Like,
motherfuckers,
what the fuck?
they want to get paid.
That's
Yeah.
They
true.
do. They want to
That's
get paid.
true.
They'll
It's all
fucking-
about quotas, man.
It's
You
just
could be
like
on a
how they
skateboard
tried to.
underneath.
I got my rollerblades. Am I gonna get a DUI? Like that shit crazy, dude.
SUI.
Anything with wheels.
SUI.
Everything with wheels. You get
RUI,
DUI.
rolling under the
Skating under the
influence.
influence, nigga.
Skating on-
I don't know, shit. I feel like that's what they might as well call it because it sounds stupid. You right. It does sound
Riding
dumb.
while intoxicated.
Right, yeah, I feel like-
RWI assumption.
I
Everything
feel
with
like
wheels.
if you're not
Everything
driving
with
something
wheels.
that could really fuck some shit up, I don't feel like it should be considered a DUI. A car, you know you can fuck some shit up. But like
Right.
you said, like a bike.
A bike.
I mean, a riding lawnmower, I guess you can fuck up some shit, but it goes so slow.
But you could
I
fuck
mean,
around, turn
like,
the blades
if you-
on, and somebody
if you
fall
get
down and
ran
run them
over
over.
by a riding lawnmower, my nigga, you deserved it. Because that
Right.
means you watched it come at you.
Exactly.
You sat there like, no, it's so loud, you're gonna cut me. Oh shit. He's still coming. Like, you just standing there like, that's your own damn fault. You deserve everything that happens to you at that point.
So I just got an inbox right now, and it's fucking, I guess on the freeway, I don't know if it was today or yesterday, but a fucking Budweiser truck tipped over, and that shit was everywhere.
So all the alcoholics went out there with straws.
No, they were in the cans though. Like it took them hours to clean all that shit up, dog.
Oh shit! So motherfuckers, they had to have security to make sure people ain't coming trying to steal it.
I'll be pulling out.
That's so nasty.
Come on,
I hate
Jay.
beer. It is not that serious.
Hey, I'd bootleg that shit. It's after 2.
It got dents all in it and be like, that's why I'm discounting it.
Come on, you want page me?
That's what they do at the store. They serve them damaged cans and shit for like 75 cents a
Or we're
can
like-
or some shit.
Or like somebody just goes and takes one out of the 12er and fucking steals it, or fucking they'll just put them in a fucking bucket with ice and they'll sell them individually and shit. I know these things.
Somebody
you
gonna
gotta
fake a slip like my neck and my back. It ain't even wet over here.
It ain't even wet over here. You know they got that West Coast accent. Man, get your punk ass up. It ain't even wet over here.
What was that movie? Super Bad. Did you do this, sir? Y'all dropped the beers, y'all spill it. Did you drop this, sir? No, you better clean it up. Someone could fall.
Right.
Fuck my life. He opens the beer, the fucking clerk opens the beer and starts singing to them.
You know what? Okay, so speaking of Superbad, like everybody was hyping that movie up. Like before I saw, like when it first came out, everybody was hyping that movie. Talking about how funny it was. I didn't really think it was that funny. I saw it and it had its moments, and plus it was too damn long. That was the other thing I didn't like. I was like, this shit is long for a comedy movie. This is long. This ain't a Marvel movie. It's like we ain't building a story here.
Right.
This is a comedy movie based on a bunch of bullshit.
Those are the best movies. Those are the ones I like. American Pie bullshit, stupid shit like this.
Yeah, but they
Movies
weren't
that make no
long
sense.
though. Like
American
American
Pie
Pie
wasn't
wasn't
that long,
long
yeah.
though. Like I feel like Superbad was long. I was like, why is this still going? There was times where I thought it was gonna be over, and they was still going, and I'm like, why?
I love
Why
that movie though. I loved it. It was
I didn't
great.
think it was that. I didn't think it was that funny.
It wasn't like Oscar worthy or nothing, but it was just
Well, I mean, most shit ain't.
It was just
Oscar
stupid
worthy.
funny.
it was
Right.
stupid funny. Yeah.
But it wasn't even though. I feel like they had better movies. Like that crew of actors that
Oh,
made
yeah.
that movie,
But
they
that was
had
like-
better movies.
I mean,
than Superbad.
40 Year Old Virgin was better than that one, I thought. Because 40 Year Old
Yeah,
Virgin is my
40
shit.
Year Old Virgin I watched. Like that shit is
This your man?
fucking hilarious.
This your man?
Actually, we watched it the other day. We watched it the other day on
This your man?
I fell
You
asleep.
both getting cut though.
Right.
Aim high, Willis. Aim high.
It's somebody
Jay's
I'm
like,
about to
I ain't
get
never
that,
seen none of these.
I'm about to get that extended warranty
Nah, I
for
seen
the
that.
price of
Oh, you actually seen?
own a house.
Right. You seen 40 Year Old Virgin or you seen Superbad?
Both.
Oh, you seen both? Oh, you was out there. Oh, that's good. I'm happy for you.
Don't be a nigga, be my nigga.
Right. now I'm,
Joe
I'm
has
your-
an
I'm your
infatuation
nigga
with
now.
my
Spoon,
with my
nigga,
record.
rolling 60s. We fuck dwarves in the ass. That was my shit. That whole part was my shit, man.
Though,
It's all your thugnificence, bro.
the
Thugnificence.
old Pakistani.
I'm a square. I'm just me.
Go fuck a goat. Go fuck a goat.
I don't put it back until it draws blood. It's not about the.
Did you say fuck a goat?
That's
That's
what
what the old guy
the
said.
old guy was saying.
It's
like,
about
go
love
fuck
and
a
passion.
goat.
It's not about dirty trombone. Saying like dirty Sanchez. It's not about butt fucking.
Wait, what was this from?
That
40-year-old
30-year-old
virgin.
virgin.
Oh, I forgot about that part.
Indian dude.
The Indian dude,
guy.
yeah.
He was like, go
shit.
fuck a
This
goat.
is not Indian. Do I look like a such celebrity? This is a Brooklyn accent. I'm from Brooklyn. That shit.
Oh, shit.
If I draw my blade,
Right.
I
I don't
forgot
put it
all
back till
about
I
that
drop
damn
blood.
part.
Let you get on that, man. But-
First of all, but if you fucking animals, like, just what the fuck?
What you mean?
How is
I'm
that?
sure there are weirdos here that do it just like
Oh
in
no,
other
there is.
countries.
There's, but here's my thing. Oh, I remember when the cop got busted for doing that shit.
Oh no.
He got busted for breaking into farms and like fucking cows. It was here in Arizona. He was a cop. That's why I made major news because he was like a major sheriff or some shit. And he got caught up. I was like, can you imagine that? And he had kids that was in school, bruh.
What was that movie? Jay and Silent Bob?
fucking sheep fucker. Sheep fucker.
But can you imagine though being his kids and you got to go to school now?
Right.
Like that's not even your fault. Like that's
Hey, your
not something.
dad's a goat fucker, huh?
Right, that's what I'm saying. And you have no defense. Like, what can you do?
Bah.
I feel like the kids got the short end of the stick on
Yeah,
that one,
man.
right?
They be
Because
teased
they
for
the
the
ones
rest
that
of their
gotta go
life.
to school and face this
Now that
shit.
sheep
Yeah.
got the short end of the stick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, maybe. I mean, but I'm just saying, like, can you imagine the kids? Because they don't. It's not their fault.
His
that
dad
their
were fucking
was
cows.
fucked
Now they're vegan.
up. Right? Oh shit!
Man.
Oh shit!
We don't eat beef in this house.
His son's like, I never looked at a burger the same way again.
Fuck McDonald's. I'm Chick-fil-A all day.
Chick-fil-A all day, nigga.
The The wife comes home. Why is there a hole in the beef patty?
Oh, bruh.
Hey, he was trying to get him a prime cut of T-bone.
This is what. Then I start thinking about shit.
American Pie.
I started thinking about shit like, why, Sway? Like, why do we take sex so far?
Oh my
Like,
God.
are you that inept with regular? Like, are you that disconnected with, I guess, quote unquote, regular sex that you gotta go and do some crazy shit like that to get off? Because I don't understand.
It's
that
horrible.
shit. I don't understand why people take that shit too. I mean, to each his own, do you, boo boo? But at the same time, that don't mean I don't have an opinion about it. I'm just saying.
I don't fuck with FIFA or whatever, but still, just leave the animals alone, man. They'll be...
Yeah, I don't understand that shit. Like, how do you look at an animal and be like, yo, I want to fuck the shit out of that cow right now?
I
Like, that
wanna
cow
taste
hella
that.
big.
Listen, why don't we ask Boogie? I'm sure he's been to a donkey show in Mexico or something.
I knew it, James
So-
was trying to find some shit.
I ain't never been. I ain't even been to Mexico, dog.
Why you lying?
I'm scared they won't let me come back.
Yeah, they might not. They're looking
Come
at
here,
you. They gonna
gordito.
think you part of the fucking.
But I know
They
you've
can stuff
heard.
me full of drugs, nigga. It's a big one.
they gonna think you part of the mob. They gonna be like, oh,
Yeah,
he's
coked
Mexican
out.
cartel. He bald, he big, got tats. Oh, he part of cartel.
But I know you've heard the same shit. Tijuana, all those
Oh,
places.
yeah, the Tijuana.
The females in donkey shows, like.
And there's people that like watching that shit. Like there's people that.
Thank you. Like,
Yeah, it's
why
like, what the
though?
fuck?
Like,
What-
how?
Why?
That just
Yeah,
goes to show
like-
you that there is an audience
It
for
sounds
anything.
attractive.
Yeah, motherfuckers like feet. Some people like booty. Some
I like
people
everything. I like feet.
handicaps and midgets and there's something
Left
for
cheek, right
everybody.
cheek.
Everybody got their own
But at
flavor.
least all those things that you're talking about all
Are
involve human
normal.
beings.
Yeah.
humans.
Like I
It's not
said,
like, it's not like I want to. It's not like I like pig's feet. I mean, I eat pig's
it's not
feet,
like
but-
I'm looking at a cow and be like, yo, that cow got ass. like, what the fuck?
What was that
What
show?
the fuck?
What was that movie Madagascar? I like them big. You know what I'm talking about? The big old hippo.
Oh my God.
He be coming for it.
I'm just saying, it's just shit like that. I don't understand. It
Yeah,
just doesn't
that's
register
crazy.
with me. Like maybe it's because I'm not an animal fucker. That's probably why I don't get it.
Yeah.
Because I don't.
Say, okay, that's like how we don't understand why Boogie likes feet so much.
But
This
this
is true.
different
You're
though.
right,
This is a
though.
human being's feet.
No,
It's not like,
still, no.
No,
I
he's
like,
making it different.
I like camel toe, but not on a real camel. You know what I'm saying?
No, you like feet. We already established
No,
that.
but I'm saying like I don't like the animal.
No, you
shit,
like crusty
know?
feet.
No,
But
I do not.
it's- the comparison
I don't like the
is
feet you can light a
that,
match on.
You know, you like one thing, he likes something else. Like, you're never going to understand why he likes feet.
Jay, what the fuck do you like, bro?
That's
No,
a
no,
very
let's get
true
inside
statement. I feel
Jay's
like
head.
all of us are like out there, like with ours.
I mean, I know you're anonymous, but what the fuck does Jay like? What does make Jay happy?
Ladies, pay attention.
Money.
So, ladies, now you know you got to stuff your pussy full of money, and he'll like you.
Like a piñata, he'll beat it out of you.
Oh shit!
Hey, Holmes.
Gonna put that pussy in a body bag.
Make
Actually,
it rain,
Post Malone
bitch.
said that. That's why I had to say it for you.
Fuck you and fuck Post Malone.
I know, leave my man Russ alone, nigga.
Fuck you too.
Oh shit! Wait, which one? If you had to choose though?
Neither.
That's Russ
Okay,
Malone.
if I had
That's
to
it.
choose.
Russ Malone.
Russ
He's right there, the
Malone.
Oh,
combo.
we gonna say, oh nigga, you Russ Malone now.
Russ Malone, baby.
Y'all
You
heard
got
it here
like
first,
fucked
people.
up.
Y'all heard it here first.
Whoa.
What? If what's his name can be? What's your boy's name? Charlemagne. What do he call
Charlamagne the
himself?
God.
What do he call himself?
Winfrey Knowles Carter.
Winfrey
Smith.
Knowles Carter.
Smith.
If he can call himself that, then there you go.
No, that's not
There
happening.
you go. I like that. Russ Malone. I like that. You know what? If you don't take, I'm gonna take that name. I like that.
Go
That's gonna
ahead.
be my AKA now. It don't got nothing to do with. Actually, you know what? I can't do that. You need to do that because
No,
you got
I'm
the
not
hair.
doing
Like
that.
you know, you are
I'm
doing
not
that.
doing that.
I'm telling
It's
you,
on
man.
record.
That's not gonna happen.
I'm telling you, man, everybody's gonna be fucking talking about this nigga's hair. Cause the last episode we was talking about, he said, Paulo Malo, I'm coming. Motherfuckers gonna be talking about
We
my
should
That
have
shampoo deal.
edited him on Twitter with that shit or something.
That shampoo deal.
Be like, yo, you got competition.
He gonna come with his Tongan Samoan self. Be like, nah.
No.
He don't want them Puerto Rican curls, dog. He don't want it.
Man, he ain't ready.
He ain't
Why
ready
you
for the
hate
curls.
Post Malone so much?
He don't.
I don't hate him.
You
I
like
just
his
think he
music?
looks like a Down syndrome beaver. That
Oh, shit.
like
Everybody
know
listening,
beavers could even get
Google,
that.
He
Google a Down syndrome beaver because I want to know what the fuck that looks like. Tag us on the page.
Post Malone. I just told you what the fuck it looked like.
Watch that. Watch somebody Google that.
You
and that
remember?
nigga pops up.
You remember James Franco from the what was it? The Summer Breakers or the
Spring Breakers.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That story damn near is Post Malone. Like that shit, I just.
Spring
Nah.
Break. You know, I never
Spring
seen that
Break.
one.
Post Malone
No,
cool
I
in
haven't
his
been-
own little world. Like
Finally, Jay
but
talks about a movie. None of us
don't bring
seen
that
it.
shit out of there.
I seen the commercials.
His music
seen
is
the
dope.
commercial.
Personally, I will say though, his second album didn't stand up to his first one, but he still got some bangers on.
Like
it.
I've only heard 2 songs from him. Like I don't.
Is he the one that sounds like Russ?
No, Russ and him do not sound like it all.
No, like he like sings like him too. Sings like a rap.
Hell
song?
no. Russ is more smooth with his singing. Like Post Malone is more.
Is
I
he
don't
like
know. He's
Future
more like a
type?
wailer
Yeah.
Or is
because he
more
does like he does like
Post
the-
Malone's I'm saucing or that's what it was, right?
Is he
What
more?
was
Is
you
he
just
sound
saying?
like?
The
Oh, what's that
Rockstar
guy?
song.
Yeah.
White
Tiger
Iverson.
Tiger on
White
the side
Iverson,
type,
yeah.
like
But I
that.
feel just like a rock star. That dude.
White
you don't know
Iverson.
damn Boogie, you don't be knowing shit. I keep forgetting Boogie's like stuck in the 90s.
Like-
I'll play it for you after
I
the
know.
podcast.
Rose sent me
It's
that
okay.
invite for the fucking dress in your fucking 90s clothes. I'm like, I'm ready.
He's like,
I'm
man, I've been
for my
ready.
shit.
Been ready
I've
for
been
this
ready
since
for
the 90s. Oh shit.
Jay's gonna come with
It's
some
cool.
cross
I'll play you
colors.
some posts after this. Like you just need
When
I
is
don't
this
know.
party?
I keep forgetting
it's
that
the
Boogie
23rd,
is like
90s
behind.
party.
Well, no, that's why I'm saying I never heard nothing else from Post Malone except the 2 songs that were on the radio and shit.
Yeah, but you don't really dig into music like that either. So I get it. I get it.
Old school hip hop for me. I don't.
But see, that's the thing though. Like just because I listen to new shit, don't mean I don't listen to old shit either. I
Oh,
mean,
no,
it's
I'm
called
saying,
balance.
Like I don't like most of the new shit, so I'm
Yeah.
not gonna keep
the
subjecting
question is, do
myself
you
to the
give it-
fuckery.
But do you give it a chance though?
Yeah, I'll listen to some shit.
Some shit. You hear that?
Yeah, what?
What you just said. You
Yeah,
said
some shit.
That means you don't give it all a chance.
No,
I
I'm
don't.
saying I'll listen to.
I hear it
I'll
by
listen
accident.
to a couple of
He
verses.
said I hear by
and,
accident.
No, first, if I heard something and it
Yeah.
sounds cool, like, oh, who's that? Oh, that's so okay.
Like-
Like that, like I told you, that Power Glide. I heard on accident. I was
Glide.
watching the Daily Struggle. I was watching
The
it.
what?
Like they're like showing the new songs. that
It's
were
by
out.
Ray
Like,
Sherman.
Yeah.
Juicy J. The
What's
two
like-
little kids, like what you said last
It's like
time.
it's this 3-6 Mafia beat sped up. That's why I liked it. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't even tell until I did. Oh, that's why I like it. But
And then they got Juicy J on it, of course.
Yeah.
And Juicy J's verse is dope. So
Like
He's
okay,
been killing
or
the
something
game,
like
man.
that. If you know there was a track with 2 little young dudes
And like a feature
they,
somebody
and
we
they
knew,
pop
yeah.
up featuring Jadakiss, I'll be like, oh shit, I'm gonna check
check
that
it
out.
out.
did you
Yeah.
check out the Future and Jadakiss album that they dropped together?
Future and Jadakiss, yes.
No, I'm not sorry. Not Future and Jadakiss.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Fabulous and Jadakiss.
Well, that's fabulous.
What is Fabulous?
I listen to Fabulous anyway.
Oh, Fabulous is the shit. I feel like he don't ever get the props that he deserves. That dude with
Nope.
the metaphors and
He's
the
so underrated.
one-liners and the punchlines.
Yeah.
are
I'm
always
talking,
he's
I'm
so-
talking
he's so-
about new,
he's so
new
underrated, though.
motherfuckers, not
Oh, yeah,
old.
yeah,
You
you're
talk
right.
about like the
Fabulous been
Migos?
around since I was like 4.
like I
Like
just
the
seen a video the other
Migos?
day.
You don't listen
Yeah.
to Migos?
No.
No.
Like I just seen a video the other
Like-
day. Is the Big Timers.
When I was working in clubs and shit, obviously, you
Yeah.
know,
They
Migos,
came
Bad
out-
and Bougie and shit
Right,
like
right.
that. But other than that, I don't have nothing on my phone or on my playlist with
Yeah.
Migos on it.
But the Big Timers came out with a new song, something Casket. It's like it's
Big Timers?
yeah, it's Manny Fresh, looking all old and chubby, and Birdman. I forgot something Casket.
Birdman can't rap. He sucks.
But like,
Sweet Widow Boards.
but I like
Now
Manny
I'm
Fresh.
reading
Though. I always
that,
like Manny
nigga.
Fresh. Like his beats slap.
I like Bendy Fresh, yeah.
Like with that and what that song when he came out. That's what got me liking Jeezy was
Yeah.
that beat.
I
Boom,
wonder
boom,
how
slap.
Birdman writes up these contracts, because the nigga can't read his motherfucking self.
That's
Now that's
why all his
illiterate.
artists is always end up suing his ass
Him,
because they always
him
get
and
fucked
Floyd
over.
need to get together and
Get a
and-
tutor?
Nah, get some type of
They need to go back to fucking
junior
school.
reading
That's
book
the
club or
I
something.
offer to teach them.
We're gonna finance.
Are we done or we finished?
Throw some respect on my name.
That was horrible.
That was the stupidest shit.
Hey, that shit was funny. Did
It
you
became the best meme though.
Yeah.
you heard of that comedian DC Fly, right?
Yeah, DC
Yeah.
Young Fly.
That
Yeah.
shit was funny as shit when
No.
he was making fun of that dude. That shit was funny as fuck.
No, I haven't.
He did the Nene song.
Huh?
The Nene song, like he created the song?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ricky Whip and Nene.
Did he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the Whip Nene song.
Yeah.
Now watch
that's-
me
he's
whip.
the one, that,
Now
he's the
watch
one
me,
that,
Nene.
that did the song.
that
he
song.
I
wrote
mean,
it?
it was
Yeah.
like some little ass kids that did, wasn't it?
That song
No, it was
horrible.
him.
Ghost Rider. I think he's saying he wrote it.
Talking
for him.
about ghostwriters. Nah,
Ghost Ride the Whip.
yeah, let me stay off Beige Rage's helmet today.
Nah, go ahead. Speak on it.
Now I can speak on
Oh,
it?
you
It
can.
was just kids doing the
Nigga, you
moves.
always
You
speak
still-
on it. Like, what is, like, he act like he always getting shut down. Like,
Hey, it was a pause, you know what I'm saying, to build up the suspense, see what I was really gonna say. Notice I even changed the tone in my voice.
Welcome to Talking Chit with Anonymous J.
They had the kids doing the moves in the videos, but he's the one that was like rapping the
Now
moves.
watch
Yeah,
me.
that was like 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I was about to go in on Drake.
Yeah.
Go in.
Go in on Drake.
Nah, you
go
killed the
in.
moment.
Man,
Y'all
go-
killed the fucking moment.
oh, shut
I
your
can't
bitch
now.
ass. His old
I
sensitive
can't
ass.
now.
Come on,
I
you
can't.
killed the moment now. I'm tired. I'm gonna put my lingerie back on.
Don't kill my vibe.
Hey, it is what it is. Don't judge me.
I'm going to bed
He's
now.
like, I
I have a
sleep
headache.
comfortably.
I have a headache
I
now.
like
That's
I
Jay
like
right
the
now.
airy breeze.
I like the AC on my chest.
Go ahead and talk shit about Drake again. Tell everybody how he got
Why
a
you
ghost
getting mad,
rider.
dude?
Yeah,
Don't get mad.
because
Don't be
HL
mad,
is a
man.
Drake fan. That's why.
No, it's because the thing is what y'all fail to realize is that every rapper there's people, just because somebody's name is on the credits of a song doesn't mean that they necessarily wrote entire lyrics. There's
Cardi B.
times where people get credit for a song, they get credit or points on a song
Cardi B.
just for saying one line.
Cardi B.
Shout
They
out to
coulda made-
Quentin Miller.
They
You a
could have
cold
made one line.
motherfucker,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying though. But then, like, if somebody makes one line of a song and then another person makes another line of a song, they decide to give them
Okay,
credit on the
well,
song.
what
It's gonna
about-
look like there's all these quote unquote ghostwriters, and it's like he could have still wrote 90%
He's a
of that shit.
swagger jacker.
Are
He's
you-
a verse jacker.
Oh, you thinking about what I'm thinking about? My man Forte?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
How he stole his whole verse?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And Forte sent him a fucking invoice and
On
everything.
YG song, yeah. That,
Yeah.
Who do you love?
Yeah.
Who
Yeah.
stole his whole,
Whole verse.
verse?
Listen to
On
Players
YG
Club
song,
by
yeah.
Rapper Forte, and you'll hear Drake's verse on there. Players Club came out when I was in high school, freshman. So I was like 94.
But didn't he say that in the verse though? Didn't he pay homage to him on the verse though?
Okay.
No.
And paying homage is what?
You know,
To me,
permission
that's a
wise.
sign of respect, though. I feel like to me, that's like your way of
So-
saying, like, look,
No,
no,
I'm
no,
you,
giving you
take, you
prosperous.
take one line and pay homage to the motherfucker that,
No.
that created that line. Cool.
Yeah, like, you know
steal
that
a
one
whole
song I'm talking
verse from a
about?
motherfucker.
Yeah, if he's still a whole verse, I didn't know about
That's
that.
like
so I gotta
opening
go.
a song and be like, Biggie said,
Yeah.
and then spit a whole Biggie verse.
Biggie
what's that
said-
song?
Well, shout out to Biggie for the verse.
What was that
Right.
song? They say something because my gold will be stolen. Put my name something on everything I own, and then he changed the whole thing. Like he paid homage to MC Breed by doing that. Ain't no future in your front. And I forgot who sang that song, but what do you call it? But yeah, man, fucking that just that's I understand. Like if you take like a one bar and do
And
it, but this
even
motherfucker
if-
said, you listen to Players Club, you hear that part. You
Even
hear the
if
whole
Drake
verse.
can
I gotta
come
go
right
listen
out
to that
from the
then because I don't
jump.
know about that part.
If Drake came out from the jump and, you know, paid dude for the verse, whatever, you know what I'm saying, spit the same verse, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But now, he waiting for dude to say something. Years. How long that song been out?
Players Club
No.
or Who Do You Love?
Yeah.
What you love?
That-
Years.
What, 4, 5, 6 years?
no, it's like it's about I want to say like a couple 3 years.
Yeah.
Something
Because
like
I remember that
Yeah.
song.
Yeah.
Like 3 years.
Stole the
Bitch,
whole
Who Do You
verse.
Love?
Yeah.
And remember, that's why
It was a dope song.
That's why homie True Life and Prodigy from Mobb Deep,
Yeah.
that's why they was beefing.
Right.
Because he spit the verse, True Life paid him for it, and then he went and spit the same exact verse on the soundtrack of Any Given Sunday.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? After he had already paid him for the verse.
Right.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I seen that the other day too. I was like, damn, I'm a nigga Forte. I was gonna bring it up, but I was like,
I mean,
was
I
like,
guess I ain't really,
and
I can't
and
say
I thought to
that.
myself,
You're right.
I was
mean,
like,
but at
I
the same
thought to
time,
myself, somebody's gonna bring it up.
And that's why everybody keep poking at Drake now, because they know he has Quentin Miller ghostwriting. They know that he's stealing verses now. Everybody gonna come out the woodwork and get
He
this
was
nigga's
hiding the
helmet
kid.
now.
But see, here's what's funny about this whole thing. Though, now that I'm thinking about it, it just hit me like, okay, if that's the case, why now? Like, why is everybody saying
Because
something now?
Pusha T
Drake
just body bagged this dude.
Okay, but why did it take another dude for y'all to step up and start talking shit and saying something like, why wasn't y'all saying something? It ain't like Drake is a new artist.
You want my honest opinion? Want my honest
Of
opinion?
course, that's all we ask for around
Because
this motherfucker.
because 98% of these industry dudes are fake. They ain't real motherfuckers.
Exactly. So then that's my point.
They
so
not
then
real.
exactly. So then my thing is this: if you're gonna be fake from the jump, why try to act all different afterwards. You know what I'm saying? And try to false flag
get the
like
shine.
you give a shit.
To get the shine.
You see what I'm saying?
Now-
And that's the
now-
shit. And this is why I don't pay attention to these motherfuckers when it comes to beefing and shit like that. Because it's like, I know how the industry works. This is what I
Okay,
do.
so
I get it. I know that there's a lot of fakeness in the industry, and that's the reason why I don't take this shit so fucking
like,
serious.
hate to bring Unicorn Boy up, but
Again.
there was a OG from Chicago, from Chi-Town, who went live and basically just said that Tekashi just played everybody.
Yeah.
He was in Chicago talking all this beef shit. He was in Chicago, had a security team with him. You know what I'm saying? Handing out money in the streets, doing this, doing that. He just played all of Chicago. All of them. All they did was run his name up. From Lil Durk to Rico Reckless to a whole bunch of other unknown dudes.
Yeah.
Chief Keef and all them dudes. They've been talking about Tekashi so much that Tekashi might as well be the president. You know what I'm saying? And now the dude from Chicago, the OG, straight up said, he was like, Tekashi gonna go back to New York, and then with the next 2 weeks, he gonna drop 2 tracks. And everybody's just left stupid. You know what I'm saying? He started all this beef, did all this, but the motherfucker's selling. Like,
Well, he started that shit because Drake and Pusha T shit. 'Cause he just
the OGs in the
Stir
hood
up,
putting
yeah.
these little cats on game. And
Yeah.
To me, the whole thing is a fucking joke. I'm like, look, just make the music. Stop trying to be all. I know that most of these motherfuckers that's in the industry is false flagging anyway. You're
Hell
a
yeah.
celebrity. You're a celebrity. Like, you don't like live this life. You know what I'm saying? That the real motherfuckers that's actually
No, I'm
in
sure
the trenches
there
do.
are a few of them that.
Very few though.
Yeah.
Very few, because when you're talking about motherfuckers that's actually making some real money in the industry, they not fucking with them streets because they making some real money in the industry and they thinking smart, which is smart. You go after your money. But what I'm saying is like, that's why I don't get into this shit. Don't bother me because I already know what
Like,
I know what the deal is.
Motherfuckers amp this shit up so much
Yeah.
that
It is. It's all
No,
publicity
I
shit,
heard-
and I
Yeah.
get that. That's why I don't fall prey to it, because I just sit back and watch this shit like, oh
like
my
I was
God.
talking on the way here, and I was saying that that's one thing I want to talk about is motherfuckers taking this rap shit too serious. You know what I'm saying? I've heard of, you know, Chicago cats talking about they gonna go war with New York over Tekashi and this motherfucker and that motherfucker and all that. Shit ain't that serious. You know
No,
what I'm
it's
saying?
not.
These motherfuckers making millions while y'all gonna go out there and kill yourselves. Fuck all that.
And y'all
I gotta-
claiming streets that nobody owns.
Like I got
Like, none of
homies-
y'all niggas really own. Like,
Right.
the government owns all that. If they wanted to do martial law and shut all this shit down and have FBI and big old trucks and SWAT teams come down your street and take over right now, they could make it happen.
Exactly.
But that's the problem is motherfuckers take that shit too serious. It's not a joke. It's not a game. Don't
It's
let
not.
these motherfuckers hype you up, get you bodied.
Exactly.
Like,
That's why I just sit back and watch this shit. That's why I try not to get too caught up in this stuff, because like I see it, I know what's going on, but you know how you just kind of watch it and you just kind of sit back
like shit, it annoys me because, you know, I got family still in New York and they on some bullshit talking about all these Chicago cats, why this, that. Man, all right. For people who don't know, back in 2006, New York already had beef with Chicago. You know, in other lower levels than mainstream industries.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
obviously, because I didn't know about it.
Yeah, motherfuckers was going to New York getting pop. People from New York was going to Chi getting pop. You know, back and forth type shit. Like, fuck all that. That shit for the birds. You know what I'm saying?
Sounds stupid.
Motherfuckers are dumb.
Dying
Yeah.
for what?
Nothing.
What? Because, you know, but I understand the whole point of, you know, lumping people together. You know, everybody thinks, oh, everybody from New York mob riding with Tekashi. Fuck no. I curb stomped that little motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, you know, it is what it is.
I don't ride with Chief Keef.
Fuck Chief Keef. Fuck Chief Keef and fuck Tekashi. I don't rock with
All
none of that.
internet, man. It's all internet bullshit.
Yeah, it is. Like,
Internet fucking fake like them Snapchat filters.
it's just something to
Oh
distract us.
man, them Snapchat
It's just shit
filters.
to distract us
Hey,
from the real shit that's going on.
Them
man.
Snapchat filters be having these females looking cute though.
Yo,
Hey, maybe that's the fetish with the animals. You ever know some of these females
Oh,
are
they
cuter
do,
as
be
dogs?
having, they do be having all the dog filters and
Yeah.
shit. They
I
always
know.
got animals. It's like a bunny.
You know
or
some
a
of them are
mouse.
cuter as dogs?
chicks be like, don't call me bitch. but they're gonna have a dog filter on their
Yeah.
face. Really?
Oh shit!
Don't call me bitch, nigga.
Nah, them Snapchat filters do be working miracles. I've seen like I was like, wow, like they're better than Photoshop.
Be like, that's not
It's
her in real life.
instant.
I just saw her 3 hours ago.
You
She
know
did
what
not
I
look
noticed
like
it
that.
does?
Right.
Like I've actually looked and paid attention to this shit. So if you watch closely what it does, a lot of these filters, it takes the neck, like the lower jawline area, and it like tucks it in and pushes it up. Which I think
You go
makes
from
your,
a
it
triple
makes
to
your
a
face
double?
look essentially slimmer, so to speak. So that it looks more like small, more cute, so to speak. Because I've seen this shit when I've seen like, because you know how like if you move your camera a certain way, the filter will come off.
Yeah.
And it'll come back on. Like you can see that shit if you just look at the difference. Like you see the chin line area. Like if you got a double chin, them filters work great
It's where
because it takes all that shit away.
Let
It
me
really
see.
does. No, it really does. Like seriously, if you do it right now, it'll take. That's all it does. Like a lot of
We
it
can't
is-
see his chin anyway.
Oh shit.
Hey, fuck you. I lost weight, nigga. I got a neck again. Look at that shit.
I was talking about your beard, dumbass.
Oh, you told on
Hey.
yourself.
Yeah.
You told on
Fat
yourself.
motherfucker.
He's a dumbass. How you call me dumbass?
Hey,
son?
man,
I
don't
know
look
you
at
On
me.
your
didn't
own
use it,
show.
What you looking at me for? You wanted to call me a bruh. So what
Bruh.
the fuck?
Calm down, bro. He's still on the old shit, bro.
But yeah, no, them Snapchat filters. And then like what kills me is like, I think they're great for kids. The kids love them.
Yeah.
The kids love it. I
Yeah.
feel like, but you know what I hate? I hate when there's profile pictures of that shit.
Oh Lord.
Like, don't do like, it's fun to do it on Snapchat and post a little Snapchat filter or whatever, like on Snapchat. I hate when people save the picture and then it becomes like their fucking profile picture. Because it's like,
Then you
I
gotta,
don't really
then you
know.
gotta investigate. Gotta
Yeah, like you
investigate,
don't really
Yeah.
know what they
You
look
gotta
like.
fucking be like,
Well, without the filters.
Without the filter.
Or with the filters.
Huh?
With the filters.
what the filters?
When they
yeah,
have, when they
make-
save
Well, no,
the
because
picture.
like I took a picture of me and one of my boys, one of my kids.
Yeah, I had the dog filter.
No, fuck no. It wasn't a filter. It was just a picture. You know what I'm saying? I saved it, but I put it on my Facebook.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're talking about the filters.
Yeah,
I'm
with the
talking about
filters
with the
on.
filter on. I'm
Yeah.
not talking
Not with
about
Snap-
because some of those filters,
Because
like some
Snapchat
of the,
pictures is just like a regular camera, but with
Yeah,
the
it's like
filters and
regular,
shit.
yeah, the
Yeah.
filters. I'm talking about when they take it. Like, if the girl, if you look at the fucking profile picture and you see she got a dog thing on her face, like,
Right.
I don't know what you really is going on here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or they
Like,
got the ones that make them look up with the flower and make their skin look all clear.
yeah.
Like,
right? Yeah,
You know
that
what I'm
one
saying?
too. That
The
one
flowers.
smooths
hide
out.
the acne.
See, now I
Yeah.
paid attention to all these filters and seeing like what they do to you, and a
Yeah.
lot of them, like that one in particular that you talking about, that one smooths out the face.
Right.
So
Clear
that gives
seal
you
that
more
ass.
like what they call the dream look,
Sure.
where everything's kind of faded a little bit. So basically, any wrinkles, any kind of bumps or lumps that you got in your skin or whatever, it smooths
Ow.
all that out. That's
So
what
all
it
those
does.
craters in Boogie's head would be gone?
Right, that's stress.
That's.
Fuck.
That ain't going nowhere.
I'm just saying, like that's essentially what it does. So I pay attention to what these filters actually do because I see the
Hey,
differences.
you
Some
know-
of them are fun though. I ain't gonna front.
You know what makes me laugh, dog? And I've seen this a bunch of times. I've seen it a bunch of times. What makes me laugh is
Your
Dudes.
penis?
dudes. I see that.
There he go with your dick in his mouth again.
Calm down.
Hey, you the one that keep bringing it up. Nobody else here
On your
brings
lips.
up his penis except for you. You the only one every
That's
time.
good. That shit's funny to me.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Do you, boo boo? But
It's fun- if you're a fat guy, it's funny to him to have a penis. Anyway, every fat guy out there, make Jay laugh because you got a penis.
show him your dick.
Watch, all these potitos are
Just
gonna
show-
fucking find my Facebook and start sending me dick
Hey,
pics.
man. Hey, Pato. You can't
Hey man,
overpower all
they
of
just
them.
compliments, bro. They just compliments.
No, fuck
Hey,
that.
so what
I'ma
makes,
forward them to
what
you.
makes me laugh though, man, is these vatos. They're sitting there with money and guns with the dog filter on.
Are you serious?
I'm like,
What are you like? You an angry like wiener dog or what? Because that's what it looked like. It's a wiener dog.
he got rabies, the rabid dog.
Gangster Odie.
Dude, I saw the.
Like, like what the fuck? nigga?
Trying to be the new DMX, sir.
Right? Like we real DMX.
I saw a video on YouTube. A guy was like boasting like the money he had. And he was working at a trap house, like he was selling dope, and then the cops raided him.
They have filters on all the
Yeah.
police. All the police running in, they got filters, like dog filters on them. Every time they open their mouth, like the tongue comes
Yeah.
out.
He was like boasting like, yeah, I got all this money and shit.
Are you talking about the one that was Facebook Live?
Yeah, it was Facebook Live. Yeah,
Yeah, there was no filter.
no.
Oh, that's what I thought it was talking
We're all
about.
cracking
Aw,
jokes.
what?
Kevin, Kev.
That would have been funny though.
That would have been hella funny.
It was funny because
I saw the same
stupid
video.
asshole. Like,
Yeah, this
yeah, it was
motherfucker
on
flashing
live,
money
yeah.
and the cops just kicked in this nigga's
That-
door.
yeah.
And that's
Oh,
ridiculous.
shit.
Yeah, but
You-
these motherfuckers trying to be all tough, all tatted up with fucking
Yeah,
dog
I
ears
don't
and
get
shit.
that at all. Like, I just don't
Or they
understand.
have like the glitter one. You know where like it has like glitter or something.
Yeah, it's like the floating,
trying to
like,
be all
I don't
tough.
know, it's like glow shit, like glow
What's
lint.
tough about that?
I don't know. I mean, like I said, some of the filters, they cool, the whole thing's
I see
fun.
one cool one. It was like the skeleton face. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, that was dope. Yeah, that
Like
was
like
badass.
Makes your face a skeleton face. Let's go. It's pretty dope. Make my face look. That makes
Jay's
your face look real
like,
skinny.
Jay's like, I don't know. I don't think Jay can have a phone.
No, he,
Like,
he ain't a fan of social media, and I
Are you allowed
respect
to
that.
have a phone?
Like real shit.
Why wouldn't I be?
I'm just fucking with you. Damn.
Like motherfucker.
He
No,
got hella
he's stroking
serious.
the beard.
I know,
doing
he's
that New York
stroking the
stroke,
beard.
like,
Yeah, I
motherfucker.
know. He's about to
Thinking
jump
about
across
how he's
his
gonna break your
table.
leg. I'm gonna fucking shoot this motherfucker.
Right? He's like, he waits till the
Yeah,
podcast.
I do
over.
the same shit when I'm about to fuck somebody up. Like, yeah, motherfucker.
You start rubbing on the
They
beard.
start
and shit?
pulling that motherfucker.
I don't have a beard, but I do that shit.
Start shaking this shit. Yeah.
I do that shit too.
He said,
I
I
don't
just
have
play
a
with
beard,
the air.
Catch up, Kev. Catch up. Like, but you niggas ain't got my braids. Yeah, fuck you. I'm telling you, man. Once we make it big, that's gonna be part of the merch. The Uncle Kev hats.
Yo, that's what's up. Like them Jamaican hats they be having on Halloween
Yeah.
with the hair already on it.
Them Uncle Kev hats, dog.
Speaking of Halloween, okay, so how are y'all on this whole thing with the costumes? Because I know it becomes a very controversial part of the year now. In this day and age, it's now a controversial part of the year. Like when people dress up as like Indians or like cholos or you know what I mean, like shit like that. People always say it's cultural appropriation. I'm just wondering how y'all like feel about it. Like somebody, like some white dude dressed up and was like, "Yo, I'm a cholo." Like, "Yo, what up?"
The
SA?
Mexican
Like, kinda
Wolverine,
shit.
Holmes.
Like, how would you feel about that? Is it just Halloween?
You know
Like,
what I'm
is
talking about? 22 Jump Street, the Mexican Wolverine, Holmes.
oh yeah.
My name's Jeff.
You know topic. You know topic.
Anyway, dog, but yeah.
I mean, like, how would you feel? Like, what's your opinions on that shit? Because I know, like, I don't know. It could be an iffy ground. It could be iffy ground.
We got cholos that dress like cholos now that are dressing up. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Motherfuckers is fake.
I feel
But-
like, but when does it go too far? Like, I feel like there's certain things where it's a costume and then it goes too far and it's not a
Well-
costume anymore. Like, don't do blackface.
Yeah, I was gonna say Drake with the black face.
If you're doing blackface, that's too far.
Yeah.
But if you want to dress up as like a pimp named Slickback, I mean, what can I say about that?
What if I want to dress up like a Klansman? Would they get offended? Or like Cartman when he was Hitler?
Please
Would people
don't
get
do
mad
that.
at me?
Like, don't do that. Those are just unacceptable. Like, I just wouldn't even. Those are just unacceptable costumes. Like, first of all, you don't even get that in the store. That means you went out of your way to go find that.
Exactly.
eBay. Amazon got them on
Exactly,
black.
That's what I'm saying. Though. You went out of your way and you got it fitted.
And
You know?
He made sure it
he was
fits.
searching for that shit.
Yeah, you was looking, my nigga. Like, that's just over the top.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, do you feel, you know what I'm talking about though? Like every year it comes around, everybody kind of starts getting, like, honestly, I
think
sit there and I
Derek
sit
Jeter
back and
did
wait
like a
and figure out
blackface.
which one of my white friends is gonna fuck up. I do. I sit there and wait on social media around Halloween. I'm just sitting there waiting, like, go ahead. I want to see that costume. Go ahead.
Who's gonna be Black Panther this year?
Yeah, I want to see who's gonna be like
I was Black
racist
Panther.
for real. Like, because you know you got them friends that you don't know that they racist. I have friends I didn't find out was racist until shit had popped off. Like in society, and then
Yeah.
you start seeing them saying certain things and posting certain things, and you like, oh,
Come on, Trump.
Didn't know you really felt that way.
Yeah, because
They're like, don't be mad, HF. You're one of us.
Your life matters, just not theirs.
Right? Yeah. Fuck
You know what I'm saying? You're my buddy.
No, I'm just saying,
You're
though, like,
not
you sit
black,
there and you
you're
wait
a
for it. It
Negro.
is a nerve-wracking time of the year because I be wondering, like, who am I, like, who's gonna fuck up?
Who's gonna get their ass beat?
Like, who's gonna fuck up?
Personally, I give no fucks about them. None.
Just have fun.
Dress up whatever the fuck you want to be. That's
have
your
fun.
business, not
Yeah.
mine. It's
Right,
not-
but I feel like this though. With that being said, I'm the same way. But I feel like you can dress up as shit without, like, you can dress up as black characters and black like black actors or whatever, without doing blackface. We'll know if you do it good. We'll know what you're doing. Like,
Now,
you don't
people-
need to do blackface for us to realize that it was a black guy.
People
played
that do that though, people that do that, they're just doing it on purpose to get that attention. They're assholes.
This is true.
Like people that just like me, I
And
love
that's
Halloween.
why I don't get. That's why I don't get into it or feed into it. That's why I sit back
Yeah.
and watch. But at the same time, I take mental note.
Yeah, because I
Look
love
like
Halloween.
all of them running around looking like little Susias during Halloween.
Hey, that's another thing though, man. They be fucking like at the schoolhouse and shit. How they having the dances and all that shit. Oh,
a lot of the schools, they don't crack down on a lot of that shit.
They cracking down. You can't.
No, you can't have shit. You can't
You
even
can't be a
have
sexy
like,
nurse. You gotta wear scrubs if you're gonna go as a nurse.
No, but you can't even have like violent costumes. Like you can't have like crazy ass zombie faces and shit. Like you can't have that shit.
Can't do Jason or Michael.
Jason.
Yeah,
and
you
Michael-
can't do like Jason and Michael Myers and shit
I
like that.
kind of agree with all that.
No, I do too.
That-
no, I completely
all of
agree.
that-
It depends
all
on the
of
age.
that
Like for the
shit-
elementary school, that's
Well, no,
different.
all that shit is a distraction.
It is.
They're there to fucking learn. They not there to.
Well, I mean, like, but you know, like, at the end of the day, they have the little Halloween parade.
They had
They
their
get the candy
dances.
shit,
They
yeah.
had Halloween dances.
Or like, I mean, with the older kids, it's dancing, but like at
Yeah.
school, you don't come in your costume. Like,
No,
you put
yeah.
your costume on later on, like when it's the appropriate time.
Right.
Like
I agree with that because
back
they're there
in
to
New
learn.
York, they wouldn't let us wear any type of masks.
Nah,
Other
you
than
can
that,
do
they
in
didn't
Chicago.
care.
Come on, it's fucking New York.
Like,
You can't do that in Chicago.
They're about to pull a lick.
Right?
It's true though. Like for real. Like that's
they're
not
about to
even a
rob the
lie.
library and the cafeteria.
Give me that extra pudding cup.
Wow.
You can't
You like pudding, huh?
You was about to go to
Putting my dick where it don't belong.
Damn.
No,
we used to
Bill,
dress the
no.
eggs of people.
Stop.
We just throw eggs
You
at
can
people on
go and
Halloween.
call Camille.
But people go people go too far with that shit.
I think I'm gonna dress up as Bill Cosby this year. Fuck it.
Nobody's gonna believe you. Like you don't fit that bill at all. No pun intended. I don't know why he did that. Like, why- Oh, I wish y'all could have seen that movie he just did right now.
The Bill
Holy
Cosby.
shit. Oh shit, is that what it's called? You know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna just get all tatted up. I'm gonna get like fake tats all over myself.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
gonna get face tats too, like Post Malone.
Hell
Just
yeah.
get face tats, like Takashi and
That
all
motherfucker has face tats?
You didn't know?
No.
Really?
Obviously, I haven't seen him.
But you keep saying.
Recently,
mean to tell
last
me-
time I saw Post Malone was
He's
on
been
TV.
had him. No, he can't. Like when he
Yeah, I'm
came
talking
out,
about he was on TV with on Snoop Dogg show or whatever the fuck it is.
I don't remember.
The
dog.
talk show Snoop Dogg has where they shoot it live.
Okay.
That was the last
Oh, yeah,
time I
when they're
seen
sitting
him,
there
and he was like, I don't know. This is where I was pretty sure Post Malone was gay too. Was because he was like, saucing. What does that mean? And he's like, oh, it means your individuality.
Is
and
that the- is he singing that
expressing
song?
yourself? And, yeah.
I'm saucing. That one. That's Post
Yeah.
Malone?
Yes.
Yeah, that's White Iverson.
Yeah.
It's so sin, it's so sin, it's so.
That
That's
is
my
fucking
shit. What you talking about? That song
horrible.
go hard. I love that song. That shit.
Yeah, that and the
Like,
Rockstar
that's
are the
it
only
too.
songs I know of his.
Wah, wah,
But
You're
that was the last.
crazy. You're
That was
crazy.
literally
That
the
song
last
is
time I
chilling.
saw him, and that was like a
Stupid,
year and a half ago.
I'm
So I have no
stupid.
idea what the fuck he looks like now.
But that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
pretty
He had
sure
the
he
tats
hasn't
then.
gotten that beaver mouth.
No,
fixed.
he had the
I'm pretty
tats
sure
then,
he
though.
doesn't look like he doesn't have Down syndrome anymore. I'm pretty sure he doesn't look like a retarded monkey. So,
Hey, with the monkey.
Speaking of shitty tattoos, though,
Bruh.
you was telling me some shit. We got to share this.
So I went with the fam to the local Golden Corral. Shout out to my people out in GC.
Hey, Golden Corral is the shit.
So
Yeah,
I'm
it
over there
is.
chilling. You know, my daughter and my son, everybody, we kicking back, we eating. And this black lady walking, she like a dyke. She look like one of them WNBA players, like got the jersey on.
Oh shit.
She got the bleach blonde but with the chongo and shit, looking like, yeah, it was just horrible. And I guess it was her girl, some white lady. I'm talking about Trailer Park a la madre, talk about ding 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 ding, like Trailer Park, you know what I'm saying?
he said banjo
She
bag.
walked up in that
Oh.
motherfucker, man, and thought she was sexy. She had a tattoo under her ass cheeks, and it was like the worst tattoo I've ever seen in my life. It said white trash.
Oh.
On one,
She
like
was
one word
fucking-
each leg, huh?
One word,
Or
white
each cheek.
trash under each cheek. I was like, what the fuck? Man, I was
Yeah.
trying my hardest to sneak a pic of him. Trying to get
Man,
that.
I would have got that pic. I'm dead
That
at those
was
Ninja
horrible,
Commando
dog.
pics.
Like,
I can get them real quick. You
and
won't even
this shit
know.
walk by and try to touch my daughter.
She trying to touch your daughter.
Like, you know, hi, babe, because my daughter's just, you know, she's a little
Oh,
girl.
yeah. He like jabbing her throat. Like, throat
Take your
punch,
little-
bitch.
Right.
Fuck away my kid.
Right.
Take your banjo and shit over there.
So if you
Looking
call
like-
her, so obviously calling her white trash doesn't work.
It doesn't.
It doesn't work.
Nothing.
So she had it on it. So it was underneath the booty
The
cheeks.
butt
Like it was
cheeks,
like
yeah.
underneath.
She was duking. Like she was
Right.
like,
I get
She was
that.
doing.
And it was like right under, like you know,
So then
like,
there was
you know,
something-
some of the girls have the ribbons under their legs.
Yeah. So the real
Big,
question is,
white
did she have booty?
I don't know. I was just looking at the tats, and she was a white girl, so you know, Boogie was the shit,
That don't mean shit. It's 2018.
bro.
bruh.
I wasn't
He
paying
called you a
attention.
bruh again.
She was with a bruh.
Probably.
Oh no, it was a chick, but she was like bruh looking. Like she
But
looked
I
like.
mean, like, so you mean to tell me, so you're looking at her ass, but you didn't see her ass?
I noticed the tattoo because that's what I see.
You know I'm gonna ask these questions.
So
Wait,
I
if
look,
you're gonna tell me a story like this.
because I see the Daisy Dukes walk by, so I'm looking. I wasn't checking for the ass.
Okay, so-
but what caught my eye was the white. I was like, what the fuck? So I thought she was like gangbanging, white fence or some neighborhood on the shit.
Oh, shit.
She
White
said
fence?
white
What kind of
trash.
gang is that? Is that the suburban?
Watch what
gang?
you say.
Suburban.
Oh shit! White fence gang?
Watch what you say.
Is this like
Anyway.
Fuck them, man.
soccer moms or some shit? Like stay-at-home moms got together and started
No,
banging?
nigga, it's an old school cholo gang. So
Oh, okay. Well, hey, I ain't know. I'm ignorant.
no, but so I was like, and it said white trash, and she didn't have no ass. I'm pretty sure.
She obviously did.
Because if she did, I would have noticed.
Yeah, you would have.
Yeah, I would've-
You would have said something.
I would be like, yeah. I would have been like, huh.
That's so sad.
But if she turned around, she looked like a chick from Don't Be a Minute.
So sad.
Excuse
Young,
me,
JoJo.
could you tap that white girl on the shoulder
Oh,
over there
shit.
for me?
Oh shit, was that bad? Oh damn.
And she's like, I don't know, she had that peroxide blonde hair.
Oh.
It was just horrible. White
I feel
trash.
like tats get out of hand, man. I feel like I know it's a cool thing to do, but
I mean-
I'm like the last of the Mohicans, man.
And it was
I'm like I don't have no tats.
And it was like, it could have been like a nice writing too. But it was like someone just got bored. And
Oh wow, so it wasn't even good.
it was like third grade cursive.
Oh,
shit.
cursive? On top of that, can she read cursive? Oh damn, never mind.
She probably thinks it thinks something else. It said superstar. But this is white
Did
trash.
say superstar?
Alice can read.
What's the worst? Okay, so what's the worst tattoo you? I know you seen some bad ones, Jay.
Man.
You was in jail, so I know you seen some bad ones. He got to think.
Nah, I know somebody who has some scarred up, just ghetto ass writing
I'm on
on
where?
their wrist.
Oh my god.
And it doesn't
it's
say, like,
their
cut here?
initials. It is their initials. It's their first name and their last name,
Okay.
which also corresponds with your right and left.
Ah, that's funny.
That's probably one of the worst.
Wow.
Like it's
So there's like an L and an R on their wrist. Wow. So it looks like they gotta remember. So
Yeah.
whenever they forget,
You can't. You don't know your left and right.
and half the
You don't
time
know your
they
left and
still
right?
forget.
they
Raise your right
yell
hand.
at themselves. They
the
get a
hell?
reference. They're like reference.
Left and right.
I just don't understand. I don't know, man. The tat, like, don't get me wrong. I appreciate the art of it. I think tats are dope.
Some
I just-
tattoos.
Some.
Well, yeah, obviously. I'm not sitting here saying all of them. That's stupid.
Like I got a horrible
I'm
one
saying-
right here. I got to cover up. Motherfucker trying to draw a gun on me. Looks like he's holding a fucking water hose. Right there.
That nigga watering the
Oh,
lawn.
shit.
Right there.
I'm gonna have to take a closer look at that later, but no,
Yeah.
like I appreciate the art of it. I think it's dope. I think like the people that can really do a good job at it is fucking badass. I just don't really foresee why. I don't see why I need one.
I hate it when motherfuckers come up on a tattoo gun and all of a sudden.
They
You know how to
tattoo
tat-
master, they ink
And then you
master.
got-
Big master.
And it was fucked up. I feel sorry for the old ladies because they use their old ladies as a fucking guinea pig.
Oh,
These
yeah.
bitches be having half-ass tattoos and shit. Talk about, I got a rose. Motherfucker looks like a fucking, old school
You
flower.
know, it looks like a petal.
like a fucking daisy and shit.
Oh shit! I always wondered about that. Like, here's the thing. Like, I don't know a lot of tattoo artists at all, but like, I always wondered about that shit. Like, when you're at the beginning stages of that, just like anything else in life, you're not good at it when you're just starting out. It's such a permanent deal that my thing is like, who do you practice on? Like, people actually let you tattoo them
Grapefruit.
up.
Yeah, my
Start
cousin used to
on
do
grapefruit.
big
then
lemons and
move-
grapefruits. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you
Oh,
move
word?
to like
Yeah. They fucking
pig
show
skin is the
So it doesn't
closest
fuck
thing.
up the. It doesn't
No,
fuck
like,
up the
it
needles
stays
and shit.
in.
Yeah.
The needles
Oh, they
don't
treat it so
regardless.
that's why they do it because it's like a
Skin.
texture of skin.
Skin.
Like on
kinda.
some weird shit.
If
Like on
you
some
got
weird
texture
shit?
of skin like grapefruit or a lemon, I might question some
Like
things about you.
my cousins has his thighs.
Yeah, like right here, me.
Like that's honestly, I'm one of the people Boogie was talking about.
You got practiced
guinea
on.
pig?
No, I have tattoo guns.
yeah.
But
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think that I don't by no means am I a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
Oh, you
know what I'm
got
saying?
one that you made
I just-
like when you was like
No.
from one jail.
No, dickweed.
Well, see, no, like
It's a real gun.
like
but
me. Like what I was telling, like like you talk about making them. Well, I got tattoos on both of my knees, like dots, because I'd make them for my homies and I test them out. So yeah, so I'm a guinea pig myself. So I got a bunch of dots and shit.
Well, no, I was just saying that's where I'd start on grapefruits and then move to like pigskin, but then I would do my thighs. You know what I'm saying? I would, because first off, ain't too many people gonna see me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's true. Because we know you don't get no bitches.
Yep. That's what it is. But
leave them alone.
But yeah, so I would just bang my thighs out first. Practice on yourself instead of putting a permanent.
But that sucks because it's like it's on you though. Like you can't just erase that shit.
Well, like I said, I gotta
because it's gonna be bad if you're practicing. You're gonna fuck it up.
But you can get some if you really want to show them off. You get somebody cool to fucking cover them up for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right. I mean, yeah.
I mean, regardless. Like
I just always wonder, like that's a tricky game.
This is a big tattoo, but it can be covered up. Like I mean,
right?
Like you could put like I probably put like.
And speaking of like honestly, there's a lot of dope tattooers apparently in Arizona because we watch Ink Master. Me and Uncle Kev, we watch Ink Master. We watch like every season, and there's so many Arizona tattoo artists on there that actually go pretty far. Actually, the last 2 seasons they had, Arizona artists is what won. Actually, 101 Ink Master Master Shop. Right. It's in Scottsdale. It's called Old Town Ink.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they won that episode. And then the next season after that, one of the dudes that was on that one last year, he was a coach for a team on this one, and he ended up winning this past season.
Back to back.
Yeah, back to back.
You know who was bad though was Tattoo Baby.
Man, Uncle Kev, I be saying that shit. He knows Tattoo Baby. Tattoo Baby, if you ever hear this,
and she's Latina.
She is so bad. Like Tattoo Baby. Damn. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Damn.
If y'all don't know who Tattoo Baby is, go look her up. I know she got social media. Just type in.
She got some
it's
sexy
tattoo.
pics up, too.
It's TATU.
Yep.
Is how you spell it.
Yeah.
I don't know her actual screen name though. And now that you mentioned that, I'm most likely follow her like tonight. Like actually, I might just do it.
You ever seen her, Jay? Tattoo Baby?
I think like once or twice.
Yeah, he's not interested.
She's better. To me, she's better than Kat Von D.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but the Kat Von D,
Kat Von D was okay, but I feel like Tattoo Baby is more up my alley than Kat Von D is.
Talented,
oh, man.
Latina. The way she even talk dirty to me, bitch. Give me Joey, motherfucker.
Man, I was like, oh, Tattoo Baby.
I love that.
She was on one of the Ink Master Angels episodes just recently, and I was like, I think it was the one for Phoenix, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When they came to Phoenix, she was here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why you didn't call me? Tattoo Baby, why you didn't call me? You know I'm here. You know I'm trying to make you bay. I'm pleading to you right now.
I'll give you my whole paycheck. She's bad though, man.
Jay's not amused. Jay's like, eh.
I wonder if she sucks dick though. Think so?
Is that like not a thing anymore? I thought that was like a.
Well, according to some women in the 2018, they do not. They do not.
But how high is this percentage though?
Right.
I'm hoping it's low. This is just a few people I've talked to. I was doing a little poll.
What?
Kind of like Family Feud style.
You know what? I can't even say that that's shocking because I have a friend of mine that's a female and she won't do it either. She will, but it's just like she won't just like if she just met you kind of thing. If it's like a fling kind of thing, she won't do it. She only really do that shit with like if you together, like if
wifed
together.
up.
Not wifed up, but like at least boyfriend girlfriend. You gotta be wifed up.
Yeah, like locked up. Yeah, like this.
She won't just do it, and she explained her reasonings to me, and I understand where she's coming from, but at the same time, I also get where you're coming from, where you're like, what? Because back in the day, that used to be cliche.
They still make you like it's
right, like Chris Rock.
It's like finding a virgin. Like chicks these days are born de-virginized. It's fucking ridiculous. Women just sex is everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, my thing is this, like. I guess to each his own, and everybody's got their reasonings for it. I just didn't know that was still
that's like
a debatable topic because I feel like in the 90s that was a more viable topic to debate about because back then, remember in the 90s, if a girl sucked your dick, it was like, whoa. Like, wow, you broke the mold with that one. Like,
Right.
wow, how did you do that?
That was like the first topic. She sucks dick. Oh, you got to win.
Right. It was like a shocking thing. Now I feel like in this day and age, I
Like
feel
a
like
job.
that's like sucking like
oh,
that's,
she sucks dick.
I
Can
feel
she
like
cook?
that's default now.
Can the bitch cook though?
Right.
I feel like the new thing is anal. Like if she does anal, now you like what? Like I feel like that's a new thing. I feel like once that gets normalized, I'm wondering what the next thing is gonna be. Because I feel like
She'll let you pee in her butt. Oh no.
oh wow. R. Kelly, are you there?
I used to
my
talk
God.
shit to bitches like that. Dog.
Holy
I'm like, I'm
shit.
gonna fucking choke you and piss in your butt.
Wow.
like
That's
that
pretty
shit.
intense, bro. Like that's on another level. Did they do that in prison, Jay?
Leave my man alone, dog. Leave my boy alone.
This is like it's like 60 days in talking to this motherfucker. Like, he gave
Oh,
me
that
all-
shit is fun. Y'all see that stupid show?
Of course
Oh,
we
that
saw
show
it.
is
And it was
fucking hilarious.
entertaining as fuck. I
It
think
was.
we watched like
The first season
two-
was dope.
Did
The
you
first-
see
The
the one where the
last
dude
season
got
with the
beat
black
up?
guy. Was,
Nuh-uh.
Wait, what?
There was one of the episodes where the dude got beat up.
No, I
Oh
didn't see that one.
yeah. Which I think that was Atlanta.
Might have been.
I think it was the Atlanta season because they was not playing.
I seen the
They don't
first
play
season
in
though.
them Atlanta jails, boy.
I seen the first season with that white boy. He was all getting all. He joined the gang and everything. He's all getting all hyped up. You know what I'm talking about? In the first
Yeah,
season.
the dude
No,
had
I
to come.
haven't watched every episode. I've just seen.
Yeah,
here and
he
there.
was in jail when that one came out.
Shut the fuck up.
I think I saw Jay in the corner, like over there. I was like, oh shit, is that Jay?
He's like getting ready to cock off somebody. No, but
It was all right though. You was about to fuck somebody up, so props to you. You wasn't
you was
no
running
bitch.
your
I tell
pod.
you that.
You was
Not
running
me.
your pod, dog. No, but yeah, there's one dude in it. Like he was part of the program, and he was getting caught up in all the politics,
He
bro.
was.
Like joined the gang and everything,
Oh
about
my
to bang on motherfuckers,
Yeah.
fucking helping them hide drugs and shit.
Like the warden of the program, like the warden, which is like running the program, he had to pull him out to the side and like tell him, like, dude, you're
Calm
not
the
an
fuck
actual
down.
prisoner.
Right.
Like he had to tell him that. He was like, dude, you're gonna get yourself in trouble because he's like, if you fuck up, I gotta lock you up at that point.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
like, I have to. He's like, so stop. Like he was like giving a warnings and shit because dude was getting like way into it. Like what he was saying, like he thought he was a
one of
prisoner.
the-
He took that shit to another level.
He was part of the woods, man.
And
He
the
thought
one
he was
guy,
one of
the one
woods.
guy was like in the shower.
Man.
He's like, I'm gonna take a shower. I don't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, the one black dude that wasn't fucking around. Okay, so I love this nigga because he did not give a fuck. So he was like one of those dudes where it's like he's a nice guy, but don't.
Was it
don't
first
cross-
season?
This is the second season.
I think it was
Oh,
the
I
second
remember the
season.
second season. Yeah.
So he's like one of those dudes where he's like chill, like he laughs and jokes with you, like kind of like me, but don't fuck with me because I'm gonna go the fuck off. Like don't do it. And so that's what happened with him. Essentially, like the showers, the main showers were fucked up. So the only showers that they had was in a specific cell that you could go in, but the people lived in there, so they used to like, you know, hold it down and be like, nah, you can't come in here and shower. So they tried to stop. They tried to stop them
That
from
shit
taking the
was
shower because they kept punking everybody.
Yeah.
And dude was getting mad about it. He was like, nah, fuck that. He's like, look, I'm gonna take a fucking shower.
Right.
Like straight up. If I want to take a shower,
So
I'm gonna take a fucking shower.
shower.
So he went up in there without them saying shit. He didn't ask nobody. He didn't say shit. He just rolled up in there and started taking a shower. Everybody was
And he
like,
still was talking shit
yeah,
in
they
the
was
shower.
like, they said, wait, who the fuck is in the shower? He was like, it's me. I'm in the fucking shower. He's like, what y'all sitting over here gonna try to hog the shit? Y'all trying to tell me I can't take a motherfucking shower? And y'all got the shower over here. I'm taking my damn shower and y'all gonna deal with it. And they was just like, all right,
Right.
man, take your shower, bro. Like,
Right.
they didn't even fuck with him because
Right.
dude went the fuck off.
Yeah.
And
Became the leader of the gang right there. He
Right.
he took his shower and he walked straight out that
Fuck
bitch
yeah.
and nobody said shit to do.
Right.
Because he was
became-
not playing with them motherfuckers. Like, he
I'm
went
taking this
off on
fucking
those
shower.
dudes. He was like, try me. He's
Right.
like, y'all want to take me out this shower? I'm right here.
Right.
I was like,
He
I'll
was
kick your ass butt naked.
He was
Get Richard
talking
Die
shit right
Trying
in the
style.
right. It was too funny. You got to watch it, though, because the way he went off, it was too hilarious. That
It
shit
was
had
funny,
me dying.
man.
Like, I was laughing after they went to commercial break.
Yeah.
It was so fucking funny. I was like, bro went in.
I was
it was
crying
too funny.
laughing. That shit was
Like
so
those
funny.
scared straight ones. Those fucking make me laugh too. When they had that little boy.
Oh, yeah.
Thought he was a crip. And then fucking they're reaching under. He's all grabbing on the fucking guard, trying to have the guard lift him up.
Yeah.
They're reaching under, grabbing his fucking feet and shit from the cells. And shit.
That's
Thought you
scale
was
straight
bad.
shit.
Thought
They
you was
go-
bad.
It was all right the first couple times. I don't know. I can't keep watching too many of them.
I was like, where the fuck?
Because it was like all the same. Like,
It got
You know
so
how you scared?
scripted.
The
It
way you
was so
scared-
scripted, man.
You scare kids straight with the fucking belt. That's how I do. Them
yeah,
kids
some of
need
these
their ass
parents, when they
whooped.
was talking on there, they was like, oh, yeah, my kid disrespects me, and my kid does this. And I'm like, What?
What the fuck?
They be talking about shit like, oh, well, he hits me. He hits you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
What?
He hits you.
Like, and they got a daddy in the house. Like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me your son is hitting the mom and the daddy ain't doing shit? What?
It's one thing if the kid's like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
As soon as they're 9,
No, these be
10,
like
11,
teenagers.
12.
No,
They old enough to
teenagers.
talk shit. They old enough to get knocked the fuck out.
No,
Bottom
these
line.
we talking about like 13 to 16-year-olds doing this shit. And what
yeah.
kills me is they have fathers in the home.
Nah,
and I'm
yeah.
sitting here thinking to myself, like, your daddy is there. Why is you still punking the whole family? Like, your
Right.
daddy should have put a stop to all of that. Like, your daddy should have just shut that shit
I
all
wish
the
I
way
would
down.
ever switch.
Man.
Fucking Eddie Murphy. Shit, goddamn, fuck, mom. I took that shit home.
Right.
Damn it.
Right, like I don't understand that shit. They be talking about how they be throwing stuff and like breaking the walls in and all this other stuff. But then they turn around and they got iPhones. They got like Beats by Dre and shit that they be listening to. And I'm like, where did they get that from? They got that from y'all stupid ass. So he's sitting here fucking up the house, not listening, not going to
Yeah.
school, and y'all sitting here buying him all this expensive shit and letting him live?
Right.
Well, that's
In
like how
what
it is.
world,
Like,
bitch?
They reward
like where
that
I work
shit.
at with the behaviorals, some of them are fucked up, but some of them are just fucking spoiled ass brats. Like when I used to hate to go to the children adolescent side, because the children's like 13 and up, or the adolescents like 13 and up, and the children's are like 12 and under. But like the adolescent side, some of them like they're just depressed and sad. They weren't really all wild, but it's them little kids, man. They walk up to you and just right in the dick. It's like, oh, you little motherfucker. Oh, like, I don't know. I said, hey, you sent me on that unit with a fucking belt. I'm whooping the shit out of all these little
You like that
motherfuckers.
little boy from Role Models where he slapped the shit out of him?
Yeah.
You white, you Ben Affleck.
This motherfucker just walked up to me. I remember his name was Charles. Because when he turned 18, I'm going to kick your ass.
He coming for you, Charles.
Right?
He
He just
waiting.
walked up to me. He walked up to me. Bah! I was like, oh, you little motherfucker.
Shit.
Oh, dude.
I was like,
Hey, that's my 3-year-old right there.
Hey, but that's 3-year-old. This
Hey, my 3-year-old will be like, hey, what's that? He'll point up at the sky, make you look, and you're like, what? Bing! Right in your dick.
Oh,
Damn.
It's the funniest thing ever.
oh my god.
That don't sound funny
that
at
don't
all.
sound too-
He doesn't do it to me. He does it to other people.
Okay.
That
I
don't
was
sound
like,
too
damn,
funny.
that don't sound hilarious at all. Like,
But like Charles, this was back in 2009. Your time's running out.
wait, how old was he?
He was probably
At
like
2009, how old?
8. He's probably like 8.
Okay, so we looking
He's almost 18.
So you holding a grudge against an 8-year-old?
Oh, yes, I am.
at. He ain't 8
I'm
no more.
coming for you.
He ain't 8 no more, dog.
Well,
He
he's
ain't
not
no more,
punching him
dog.
in the nuts anymore either.
Charles,
probably
don't let
about-
us
he
catch
probably
you in
about-
the street, B.
Charles, you
if we
probably about
catch you in the
17
streets,
right
it's
now.
over. It's over, son.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm
We
coming
gonna
for
do
you.
this, son.
You hit the wrong dick, motherfucker. You punched the wrong innie.
It's over, son. Tell him like that, son.
You
Mad
fucking
rapper.
shell shock my turtle, bitch.
Oh, shit. Post Malone getting a kick out of this right now.
Fuck
Russ Malone
Charles.
getting a kick out of this right now.
I'm gonna kill you, nigga.
Oh, damn.
So, did you guys watch the fight this weekend? The UFC with CM Punk.
Yeah, he lost.
Hell no, I ain't watching.
That fight was terrible.
You
Yeah,
know,
it was.
Didn't you have to pay for that?
Yeah.
They
Not me.
fired him.
Yeah, both of the guys they fired because the guy should have ended the fight.
Wait, they fired people?
Yeah.
Yeah, they fired people.
Well, cause CM, this is the second time, and CM Punk ain't showed nothing. His first fight, he got rocked in the first round, and this fight, he was just getting toyed with the whole fucking fight.
Yeah.
And the reason he's getting fired because
He
Dana
should
White
have
said,
ended the fight.
yeah, he should have been professional and
Yeah.
fucking instead of toyed with him, and just knocked him out.
No,
Beat
I'm
him
saying
down.
like who got fired? Did the fighters got fired?
Yeah,
Both of the fighters?
CM Punk and what's the
Punk.
guy's
Oh,
name?
shit.
Mike Jackson.
Mike Jackson.
His name is actually Mike Jackson.
Yeah.
Come on, Punk! Come on! Come on!
Yeah.
Damn. Did you watch it, Jay?
Parts of it. We had the fights here.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's like, ah, that was horrible.
It was
I didn't
I
watch
heard,
it.
I heard
didn't
that the
pay
Holly
attention
Holm
to it.
fight was good. You see that
She
one?
won.
Yeah, that one was
I
cool.
heard it was good.
I feel like, honestly, I feel like the female UFC fights be better. Because, and you know why I think they're better? Is because I feel like the females know that they have a lot more to prove. Whereas the dudes just know, like, okay, I made it here. I'm glad I made it here. I'm not saying none of the fights with the dudes is dope, but I feel like the women always deliver because they know what's at stake here.
We got robbed though, man. I still want to see Cyborg and Ronda Rousey. Even though Ronda
Oh,
Rousey's
yeah.
all weird, she's still a good fighter. Even though she can't take a loss, she just She just shook.
She's a sore loser.
Yeah, she's got shook by Holly Holm, and she fought what's her name? Nunez is a bad motherfucker too.
Yeah,
She's a different caliber.
She just be whooping bitches' asses, man.
Yeah, she just shook. I want to see those two. I want to see Nunez and fucking Cyborg go.
I
at
feel
it.
like Ronda Rousey,
Yeah.
her biggest problem is she's a sore loser.
Yeah.
That's her
Oh, yeah.
biggest problem.
She never.
I'm not gonna
she
take
never,
away from her talent. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I said she never learned how to lose. So
Right.
She was
And that's
always
what
a
I
winner.
feel like her problem is like she is so used to winning that she doesn't know how to lose. And that's what I feel like. I feel like a real champion knows how to lose.
you know
And
who
I-
else acts like that? Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
That,
And her first loss, she like didn't really. She got, you know.
notice every time she loses, this is what she does. She becomes a hermit.
Yeah.
She don't be on social media no more. She don't do no TV, no
But the thing
press,
is,
no nothing. She
her-
just
her
disappears
first
for
loss-
like 8 months.
But her first loss was like, you know, it wasn't a decision. It wasn't just a knockout. She got her ass kicked, like through the whole
And
fucking
it's gonna
match.
happen though as a fighter.
Like to where she had to get plastic
She
surgery.
never
on her
understood
face.
stand-up shit.
every great in the fighting industry has gotten their ass kicked.
Yeah.
Iron Mike, Ali.
Ali.
That's what I'm
everybody.
saying. They've all gotten their ass
They-
kicked.
yeah.
You get it. You take
But-
your lick and you move on.
But,
Right.
but see, that one ass whooping is equal to all the ass you kicked in the in the past.
Right.
Get over it and get back in that ring.
Thank you, because that's what a real champion does. A real champion
how,
does say
and
something.
that's how you should do it in life.
Right.
Once you get knocked down, get back up and keep fighting. Got ones from your
That's what I'm
boy.
saying. If she
Ding. Hashtag
if
life
she
quote.
loses to Nia Jax this Sunday,
You think so?
I don't know what's gonna happen after that.
Well, like they made it seem like she signed like a multi-year deal, but like in reality, they was talking about it. Nate,
Yeah.
Ric Flair was talking about she's like only signed for 1 year.
Yeah.
So like her contract is up at the next Royal Rumble.
Right.
Yeah, they're trying to test her out. They're trying to see what she's gonna bring to the table.
And
Because the
Brock
thing
Lesnar's
is,
gonna be done too after.
They were complaining. They
SummerSlam.
were complaining, but they weren't happy with it when she was on commentary.
Yeah.
Cause she was real dry.
Yeah.
But they gave it to her scripted. They didn't let her freestyle
Yeah.
like how the rest of them do.
Yeah.
But you know, but she was like just copying the script. She was going by the script, sticking to the script strictly.
Yeah.
So they weren't too. You know, Vince likes talkers.
Yeah.
shit, they need to hire me then. Shit.
Shit,
I be all over that shit. I talk mad shit because some of the shit they be saying be wild as fuck. I be like, yo, I could do that. I'll chop it up with what's his name with Busta Rhymes' daddy.
HL be if I was a wrestler, he'd be my Paul Heyman right there. I'm an
Oh,
HL
hell
guy.
yeah. I'll do it.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'll do it. Shit.
my name
Paul
is
Heyman, man.
HL.
Dude, Paul Heyman has so many clients in WWE and ECW and all that shit too.
I love Paulie though, man. Paul Heyman, I'm a Paul Heyman guy all day.
That nigga annoys me.
He's fucking.
He
but
annoys me.
He's good. He's
I
great.
mean, I guess if you want to, I mean, he's a professional dick rider. If you really look at what his job, like that's what he is. He's a hired dick
He
rider.
lost his
He's
company.
a glorified
like,
dick rider.
Yeah, that's essentially what he is.
He lost his
Like,
company to Vince McMahon.
he's a glorified dick.
yeah, everything is about like Brock Lesnar. Everything is like
Well,
Brock
that's
Lesnar. Like,
his job.
That's his bread.
that's what I'm saying.
But
He's a
he- but-
professional
but-
dick rider.
Like,
But
don't
he's
you remember
great
back in the day when he double crossed Brock Lesnar and brought the Big Show back?
Yeah.
Just to fuck Brock Lesnar up?
And
Hey,
then
but the thing
Professional dick rider.
the thing is,
He was
though,
riding two dicks at
Look
once.
at Jay. Look at Jay. I didn't even know Jay knew some stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Big Show
notice I
was the
said
main
back in
guy.
the day.
Back
No,
in
no,
the
no,
day.
but it's
When I
still
was
though.
still
I didn't even
watching
know.
it.
Honestly, I didn't even know about that.
oh
Big
yeah,
Show,
I must
they
have
were on,
heard
they were on
about it, so-
SmackDown, huh?
Paul White.
Something like that.
Yeah, and that's when Brock. That's when Big Show took the title from Brock.
Yeah.
That's when Paul Lee turned on him. Yeah,
Yeah.
When they broke the ring.
And then
Oh,
he,
yeah,
and
good
then he was
times.
with CM Punk
yeah.
for a minute.
I thought he was gonna do good with Curtis Axel. I want to see because Curtis
Curtis
Axel
In
is a
case,
good
in
wrestler.
case nobody
champion,
knows
though,
what we're
out there.
talking about, we have now migrated from we went into the WWE world, which was AKA the WWF for people that don't know what that is. If you don't watch
But
that,
they lost
and
their
the
title.
reason why we caveated into that is because Ronda Rousey is no longer a UFC fighter; she is now part of the WWE. So just getting y'all up to speed on what's going on and what happened with this conversation. Carry on.
That's all we wanted to say. No,
PSA.
I mean, I figured because I didn't want nobody to be lost at this point because they probably like, how
Bro,
the
what
hell
the
we start
fuck?
talking about?
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of confused at first. I understood. But
some of it.
I don't know
Yeah.
where the fuck it.
Oh, it's because we're different people, different worlds and shit.
We
That's
were
what
just
makes
talking
us.
about losses and how people
That's
react.
that's
to
what
it
makes us like the
and
dopest
Ronda Rousey.
podcast in the world because you got a bunch of different minds all in one. You know what I'm saying?
Who you think is the worst, like, as sports people? Like, who's the worst? Like, who's the worst loser? Who's a really bad sore loser? In your opinion?
Tom Brady. Fuck you.
Oh god.
No, I'm just playing.
He is
Cam
a sore
Newton.
loser.
Cam Newton is a bitch. He was
How
fucking.
so? Do tell.
Well,
What
you saw
makes
him
him
in
a
the
sore
Super Bowl?
loser? No,
So-
I'm just saying, like in your
Well,
eyes, like what
in
makes
Super
him a
Bowl, he
shitty-
was throwing a fucking fit because he couldn't throw a pass. He couldn't fucking get the job done in the Super Bowl. He's sitting there doing this shit, like jumping up and down. And,
Looking like a bird that can't
yeah,
fly.
like a bird that can't fly.
like he ate
Fucking
some,
ostrich.
like he ate a fucking like he ate a habanero pepper. He's like, this is like fucking Cam Newton's a bitch.
Okay,
Nah, he
wait,
can't take
Cam
a
Newton,
loss.
that's the one with the. Is that the one with the hair?
The Carolina Panthers.
No,
That's the one with the blonde,
Odell.
like
That's Odell.
No, that's the one he has. He does the
Oh.
yogurt commercials.
whatever. Like who you know enough sports? Who you think is who's been a? It don't have to be even be now. It could be past or present. Like who you
Charles
think was
Barkley?
a sore loser? I
Charles
feel like
Barkley,
Michael
sore loser?
Jordan. Do you think Michael Jordan was a sore loser?
Probably.
I feel like he was.
Maybe
but I-
behind closed doors.
Yeah, I feel like he was, but he hit it.
He'd be all
'Cause
smiling, get in the locker room. You dumb motherfuckers! I want another championship.
What you mean? Nobody liked Jordan.
Yeah.
Read the books.
Come on, dog.
That's because he was good, and he
no
was.
pictures
No,
He
they
would
didn't like playing with him because he was.
Ball hog.
Oh, he would fuck with people. Yeah, I know about that. And he would talk shit.
Well, he beat up Steve Kerr in the locker room.
Oh, he beat up who?
Steve Kerr.
Oh,
the
I didn't know
coach
about
for
that.
the Warriors.
Damn.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn, tell him why you mad, son.
He got
No,
them
yeah,
hands.
He
Oh,
got
we
them
even
hands
asked
from
Jay. Who do you think is a sore loser in a sports game? It could be any sport. It could be past or present. Like just from what you've seen, like you just like, damn, they are a sore fucking loser.
Cowboys fans in general.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh wow. So he went to the fans. He ain't even gonna talk about the
No,
actual
they
player.
are sore losers though.
All of them.
Everything. Oh,
But
it's just-
doesn't. But wait a minute though. Like,
Like, when they- when they-
define
when they-
so- like, 'cause if your team lose, of
Let me-
course
let
you're
me
gonna
tell
be
you, let me
upset
tell you.
about it. But what
Let me
makes
tell you.
them sore losers? though?
Because
Because-
they put the
mean?
Cowboys on the pedestal like they're America's greatest team, and they're not.
No,
thing is- the
it's
thing is with them-
because they will sit there and make excuse after excuse for why they lost. They're going to make excuses of why they haven't won jack shit in 22 years.
Well, you don't talk about
Has
it.
it been that long?
How many rings you have? How many rings have you got?
Listen, the
since
Giants have one less than you. Shut your fucking mouth.
Hey, but their thing is too like, oh yeah, if it's preseason, no, we killed them. But if they lose in preseason, it's just preseason. You know
Yeah.
what I'm
That's
saying?
true. I be seeing motherfuckers be trying to
Like,
justify.
They win in preseason, it's our year. Well, what's his
Right.
name?
Haven't
Broke his toenail.
y'all ever looked at some of the pictures I've uploaded to my Facebook before? It's all like talking shit about Cowboys and
Yes.
Cowboys fans, and it's
so you
like,
just hate the fans.
no, I don't hate them. Just fuck them.
But I mean, like they're sore losers to you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You know who's the sore losers to me too, and I love them to death. They're like my favorites in MMA. Is the Diaz brothers, Nick and Nate. Every time they lose, they like bitch about it. But those are my boys. Viva la raza, but they're still sore losers.
Nah, I like
my-
them motherfuckers.
I like them as people. Like they're gangsters as fuck. They're cool. They don't give a fuck. They'll fight anybody.
Yeah, they
but
will.
when they lose, they just get all mad. Well, fuck the referee. Fuck yeah.
Well, they always get caught with like.
But they're not afraid to talk shit to Dana White for nothing.
No, yeah.
They don't give a fuck if it is their boss. Dana, you fucking suck. Da, da, da. They're
But
paid.
yet they
And he
still
talk
keep
shit,
coming back.
And,
Yeah,
he talked shit back to him too. 'cause
Yep.
it-
They're entertaining though, man.
I remember one year he's gonna fight Tito Ortiz and some shit like that.
Which
Yeah.
one?
Dana White.
Oh yeah, Dana.
Yeah.
Tito Ortiz and Dana, they bump heads all the time.
Yeah.
So you gonna? So who you think, Kevin? Like,
Sore loser?
yeah, Uncle Kev. Who you think is a sore loser?
Honestly, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. Especially when Kane put it on him.
Yeah.
Woo.
Oh, y'all talking about wrestling? I was talking about real
Just in
life.
general, like he. But
He's
I mean,
lost in
he
the
did
UFC.
Brock
too.
Lesnar should be used to taking L's.
He
He
lost.
lost
in,
damn near. The fuck?
he lost in the
He
UFC
lost his
too.
football career.
Yeah.
What
He
football
lost-
He
career?
tried
He
that-
went
he
he
tried
went
that for
past the
football?
practice
He
team.
tried for he tried that for the
Minnesota Vikings.
Minnesota Vikings.
He was on the
Where-
practice
where-
team.
Where he from?
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Lost that.
Yeah.
Very first fighting in the UFC, got knocked out.
He got tapped out.
Well, he didn't get knocked out. He got tapped out by Frank
in the
fucking
first-
Mir.
Mir.
By Frank.
I
Sorry.
feel like that's worse
only-
than getting
the only-
knocked out.
the only-
Tapping out is
Yeah.
worse.
Yeah, because you give up.
Yeah.
Knockout, you don't control.
Right.
Right. Yeah. That's like, oh shit.
You
just
tap
got-
out, you
got
lost the
control
air.
of that.
Right.
Put your alert button, motherfucker.
I'm falling and I can't get up.
This is Life Alert.
I saw
shit.
all
Help is
the
on the
fights
way.
that he-
Hello, life alert. Help is
I
on
saw
the
all the
way.
fights that he been in, and like the fights he won. Some of course, he won the belt too. But when Kane put it on him, Like,
Yeah, he couldn't do nothing about it. I think he Couture low key laid down for that fight because Couture wanted out anyway.
yeah.
His contract was up.
He was old.
But I mean, yeah, Kane put it on him.
Yeah. Like the shit that
Every
Brock used
Mexican
to
was
do.
happy and all the white boys was pissed.
Yeah.
Fucking beat her, took out her guy.
Right. The shit
Kicking
that
her jabs.
Motherfucker had brown pride tattooed on his chest.
Are you talking about
Yeah.
Cain Velasquez?
Cain Velasquez went to ASU. Ooh.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I want mad money when he got knocked out by Dos Santos in
Hey,
18 seconds.
but that was
I bet every Mexican on the yard.
crazy. though.
Anybody's gonna get knocked out when you get hit in the temple.
He had a whole bunch of honey buns.
Yeah, he went night night.
Everybody's gonna
He was
get
like,
knocked
give
out
it
when
up,
they get hit
nigga,
in the
give it
temple.
up. Give me that honey bun.
Give me that freeze dry.
Come up
freeze
out
dry
them, come up
coffee.
out them honey buns, my nigga. Come on.
Oat milk creams. Come on. Those right.
Oh, man.
Now I want my soups, my stamps.
You know what I'm
Trade
saying?
that shit for everything.
Like, don't be a menace. Oh, my money ain't good.
Oh, my money ain't good. You know how many crumb cakes you give for this?
Brother that threw some money in my face. Oh man.
We are like crazy with the
Yeah,
movie
but Dos
references.
Santos, but he went back and he beat Dos Santos, but yeah, that was.
He got hit in the
I thought
temple.
the Velasquez and Dos Santos fight was gonna be fucking fire. I thought these guys were gonna bang it out, but it just.
Do you think they're gonna do
like that.
another? You think they're gonna do a rematch between Mayweather and what's his name?
McGregor.
Conor.
McGregor.
Well, now he's trying to fight in the UFC.
Oh, McGregor. Oh,
Mayweather is.
He can't even read the contract. That he gonna give
McGregor's
him.
not.
McGregor.
He's not even in the UFC anymore.
yeah, McGregor's
Currently.
done.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not.
No.
Nah, he flipped out a couple months ago.
Yeah.
Fucking start
Fucking threw a
trashing
fucking-
buses and all
Yeah,
types of
he
shit.
I
I
know
fucking
that he-
dolly through a bus
I
and all that
haven't
shit.
seen a lot of press on him, so I
And
didn't
if
know
he
what
does come
happened to
back,
him.
if he does come back, he's gonna fight Habib. That's the
Yeah.
one he wants to fight. Habib,
Right.
Habib won't fuck him up.
He wants to fight who?
Habib is some fucking other guy that's in his weight class, and
Yeah,
he's supposed to be
Russian
the
dude.
top dog. He's supposed to be the top dog.
What you
holding
mean?
that title
He still
hostage
has to
since
go
he's been
face
out.
Nate Diaz again.
He ain't
too.
gonna do it. He ain't gonna do it. He ain't gonna fight Nate
Because I
Diaz
feel
again.
like he fell off after that fight. Because I didn't hear much from him. Like, the hype was all there, and you saw him everywhere. And then
Well, 'cause
once
he
that
started
fight
fucking
happened,
up.
like...
But we started fucking up and shit. I mean, he didn't care that he lost that fight. Like I said, he showed up. He showed up to the press conference.
Because he made out like a fucking
It
band.
was like 100 mil or 60
All right.
mil. or
Both
something?
of them got
in all
paid.
We got paid
in
for
all
that fight.
reality,
Largest amount in fights.
just like most other sporting events now, there's always some type of bullshit behind it.
Yeah.
Of course.
In all reality,
It's
visually
money-driven.
and boxing wise, McGregor should have won that.
Yeah.
He
I was going for him because I am not a Mayweather fan for sure.
I actually did not watch the fight
I'm not
myself.
a Mayweather fan because he beat women, so.
Well, then there's that.
There it is. Woman beating ass nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, we. Yeah,
That's it. But yeah. That's all I
did you
gotta say
shaking
about
your head at Furby head?
And he
That's all I gotta
fucks
say
T.I.'s
about
broad.
that.
Oh.
Damn. Say it ain't
Good
so.
shit about that, but yeah.
Ooh, Tiny?
So.
So what? Tiny? Psst,
That's
okay.
T.I.'s
HL's like, I had that like 5 minutes ago.
Been around the world now, yeah.
I had that about a week ago.
About a week ago. Hey.
But yeah.
I mean, honestly though, is that would you be mad? I mean, it's just tiny. I mean,
yeah, she looks like a fucking
now if
Miss
it was
Piggy.
like, if it was like Coco,
T.I.'s been around, so it's okay. Like,
iced teas.
What's Ice T gonna do?
It's
Oh,
the
he
OG.
knows cops now, so now he can get the whole SWAT team on
he
you.
goes from cop killer to
He's
playing cop.
gonna get munch after
That
your
means
ass.
he probably get the FBI on you now. So that means you don't want to fuck with him. You don't want the FBI knocking at your door, do you?
he's doing the true
They don't know
crime
where I live anyway.
show right now.
Wasn't Ice T banging on
They don't
Soulja
know
Boy
me.
one time? But didn't they
Soulja
have
Boy?
He
beef?
was. I remember that quick
Like,
movie.
nigga, I'm a
Soulja Boy?
OG.
Yeah,
I'll
he
fuck
was
you
like
up,
trying to
little
say some
boy.
shit. I'm like, this nigga's like 12. Like, what are you doing?
Don't make me,
beefing
don't
with
make
a
me take
12-year-old?
off my belt.
He beat
Like,
one
do
12
you
year
go
old.
back to the hood and you start spanking all the kids in the street or something? Like, what is you doing, bro?
That's the-
OG call.
That's that baby boy when he went and got Peanut and knocked
Oh yeah,
out the
fucking
dude.
Peanuts ass.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking crazy.
He got a
man.
house
him
in
up.
Chandler.
Who that?
Ice-T and Coco.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Omar Epps that go to play Peanut. I got pictures with him. We fucking it was I think remember we had like the All-Star weekend here or some shit. We had some big
Yeah,
event here.
Probably the last Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl, yeah.
Well, he was Omar Gooding and the guy that played Stacy in The Wood. They were down here.
Oh, Stacy?
And my boy had like a social club in the hood. It was like a house.
Yeah.
But it had like a bar and everything in it. And then he showed up in the limo. Man, he was fucking cool as fuck. We took my little brother Moses.
Omar Epps or the dude that played Stacey?
Omar Epps. Stacey didn't show up. He was being a chump. But Omar Epps, Omar Gooding, not Omar Epps, Omar Gooding.
Oh, okay.
The one that played P. He showed up.
He played
and he was
smart
fucking
guy
cool
too.
as fuck. He was taking pictures. I kept calling him Mo Tibbs.
Yeah.
He started
I
laughing.
do like Stacey's
I was like,
character,
Mo Tibbs. Oh,
Hey, yo, my sister tell me you can't keep your motherfucking hands to yourself.
Well, have you seen that movie
Like
Dope?
the way he talked with that West
Have you
Coast
seen that?
accent.
Have you seen that movie Dope?
No, I haven't
Yeah, I
actually.
saw that.
But Stacy's in there too.
Yeah.
Ask Stacy.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like,
word?
nigga, he's
Yeah.
like, nigga, ask your daddy about OG Stacy.
Right.
Blood. He told him.
Oh, wow, that's
he's
crazy.
he's like the security guard at the school now.
Yeah.
He's like the security guard at the schoolhouse, dog.
You
Ask
think my
your daddy
sister
about
a hoe
OG
or
Stacy.
something? No,
I
I think
thought
she
she was
pretty.
I think she
You know,
pretty.
he
I
fucking
think
socked
she
him.
pretty.
He's
Oh,
like,
shit.
He
nigga,
got a head off on him though.
no zigzag, no drink drag.
Yeah, remember with his boy though?
He
With
started
his-
crying.
Yeah.
You
He
crying?
Sit your cry baby ass in the back.
Big Mike.
He's like, I'm sitting in the
shit.
front. No, you ain't gonna get beat down.
You gonna get in the back or walk home or get your ass beat.
He said, I looked up and I seen the light. Nope, it was
That
just
was his
Stacy.
fist.
He just sitting there punching on him.
Jay, you lost on this one too? You never seen The Wood?
No.
Damn, you was probably locked up when that came out. I'm
It's
gonna
a
look up
black
what year.
movie,
What
so-
years were you locked up again?
Fuck you.
It's a black movie. So.
So what? He Puerto Rican. We practically like
It's a
cousins
Brill movie.
and shit.
It's
Like,
a
might
Brill
as well
movie.
be shit. I mean, honestly, come on now.
HL, it's a Brill movie.
It's a bro movie.
Oh really?
Damn.
Yeah. Ask your mom. We watched it together.
Damn.
Shit.
Oh.
HL and the three midgets.
Hey, get it?
Oh, shit.
That's all that was sounding like.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope y'all enjoy hearing HL. About to whoop his ass in a minute here. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, hey, take y'all bets. Let's do this. I don't give
Getting
a
the
fuck.
chit beat out of you with Big Boogie.
Remix. Oh shit.
Don't give him your back. You gonna look like Brock Lesnar tapping out and shit.
Shit, Boogie don't tap.
Shit.
I'd rather get choked out and die than tap out on my kids.
Oh, that might happen. Fuck
Down.
around, you gonna lay around.
I'll be like, just leave me there too. Nobody gonna pick my ass
Looking
up.
like Snorlax. Just sitting there. Just he just laid out.
Fucking
Like,
still sweating while he's knocked out.
Hey, that's how we roll though,
new
dog.
beats of sweat.
Oh my god.
You still sweating?
This nigga still alive.
He must be still alive.
He all right. He all right. Come back for him later.
Oh
Oh,
shit.
shit, dude.
But speaking of, wait, is your mama back in town though?
Nigga, fuck you.
I'm just wondering.
Nigga,
I'm
I'm
just
a
asking
bro.
if she had a
Hey.
safe trip. I just
My
want.
mama lives in Texas, bitch.
Oh, I thought she. She lives in Texas.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Oh.
How about she in town? Don't let my little brother hear this podcast. I know it's jokes. He don't. I'm just
What? G major?
Nah.
Oh,
you
yeah?
don't want to fuck a major either, though, man. These niggas,
I'm just asking a simple question. I just want to make sure her trip was safe.
yeah, your trip's gonna be safe too, nigga.
Why you worried about me? She need to be worried about all the motherfuckers in Texas. You know they say everything is bigger over there.
Don't get them motherfucking shots. Why you gonna make me go over there and fuck people
And you
up,
know
dog?
she's with a bruh.
And she with a bruh.
Split wide open.
Oh my god.
What, nigga?
I mean, what? Your mom might have a handy cane.
Oh shit.
Fuck your life,
She
bitch.
like sit down like, baby, look, it stands up by itself and everything.
She gonna come back needing a bacchiotomy.
Oh shit.
Is that what happened to you in prison? See, I
Nope.
Oh,
Show did.
I'm just saying, you the one told me that she was with a bro.
But a bro. Hey,
Your sister told you or some shit like word got around town real quick. Like they tell
mine's with a
everybody.
bro.
They put it on a tweet and everything. Like they got the whole world.
We got a family messenger. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's in there.
a family.
Mom's with a bro.
She with a bro.
With a bro.
I got his address.
We gonna find him.
We need to go have a talk with him.
Yeah.
Have a sit down.
Damn, Texas, huh? So I need to find out what her Instagram is. She got
Fuck you,
Instagram?
nigga.
Do she got Instagram?
Nah, she got Facebook.
She got Facebook. Okay. Noted.
She got Facebook, dog.
I know
Slowly,
exact- I know-
slowly, HL's gonna gain more information.
Look her up. Look
Oh, I
her
know
up.
she's on your Facebook. I already know how to do this.
She on my shit. You see, comment on my shit. Go ahead, look
We're
her
gonna
up.
be mutual friends. He gonna be like, what? He gonna go on Facebook one day and be like, man, what? I didn't know that was mutual friend. What the fuck? When did you friend her? Don't worry about it.
I'm gonna have fun knocking this nigga's teeth out.
It was a late Wednesday night. I had candles going. I was drinking.
He's like, let me add you.
I was like, ¿Qué pasó, mami?
She'd be like, what the fuck? Are you a fucking parrot?
Oh shit. It's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna find you. It's fate. It's fate, girl. It's fate, girl.
Sound like the dude from Taken. I'ma find you.
I'm gonna find you. And when I got a set of skills.
All his movies is the same shit, man.
I don't know why they made sequels of that. Like, how many times you gonna have somebody in your family get kidnapped?
Take it again.
It's the
Take it one
same
more
people.
time.
Right, that's what they should have called it. They should have just called it that.
It's the
Take
same
it again.
people. That's what
Right, the same people taking your same, like, really protect your family, nigga. Damn.
What the fuck is
You
you?
are a failure. Do not get this nigga Father's Day gifts because he letting y'all get kidnapped every other week.
He allowed them in the second one. He
Like, what
allowed
kind of
them.
daddy is he?
He allowed
Get
them
kidnapped
to-
to another whole country
He allowed them to
every other week. Like, what the fuck? Yes, he comes and saves you, but he go through all that trouble just for it to happen all over again. Like, does this
Bitch,
nigga
what
work? Does he have a job where he keep putting in leave or something? He's like, yo, I need to take a week off. My daughter got kidnapped again. You know how that goes. Like,
Gotta go find the bitch.
she just can't stop getting kidnapped, man. Damn.
Don't they kidnap him in the third one?
Yeah.
Ugh. Bricks, motherfucker. Get some shit on your house. Like, get an alarm system. Get something. Put the sign outside.
First it was a daughter.
Yeah.
And then taken again was
He
the
allowed
wife.
them. He allowed them to take his wife or whatever.
Yeah.
Ex-wife.
Oh, he was like, take this bitch. She get on my nerves. He's like, take her. She don't even wash dishes.
They was
Get her
trying
ass
to
out of
get.
here.
They was trying
They
to
go
get
to
his
alimony.
daughter.
They go to alimony right there. Go ahead. Go ahead, take this bitch.
It's like, look, if she comes up missing, hey,
And they're like-
I don't know nothing.
They had to talk him into finding. Come on, man. Come on.
He's
man,
like,
you
damn
know,
it. I thought I was getting rid of
got-
her.
I
He
got
thought it
it.
was his way out.
I got an ingrown toenail. And I can't, and I'm kind of sick. Can't fly.
He's like, hey, look, our vow said to death do us part. So do what you need to do.
Holy shit, dude.
Oh shit.
You can keep her.
I ain't got to worry about lawyers or divorce. No, I just,
She's
oh well. Right.
She's gone.
And now he got a story to tell too, that he could tell like his sympathy story to the next woman. I lost my wife.
They stole her.
Yeah, they'd be like, oh, I feel
She was
so
over
bad
here
for
in this
you.
country, this house, this place, but I couldn't find her.
All right, hold me.
And then they stole him. How the fuck you gonna get taken?
Right, like.
I thought you're supposed to be some bad motherfucker. Now, who saved him? The
How
daughter
did
and the
they
mom?
get him?
The daughter did.
No
Cause
shit.
the mom got killed.
So she got okay. So he got what he wanted.
She got killed in the third one. So
So
yeah.
they go to alimony.
It took 2 whole fucking movies to get rid of her ass. He's like, damn it, y'all couldn't do this in the first one.
It was the relationship she was in is the guy that killed her. So
Yeah, I just how did he get stolen? So he got stolen the third time. How they do that?
well, they like surrounded him and shit. Like they caught up to him, and it was the cops that were chasing him too.
Ah, okay. What the hell is going?
Your cupcaking ass.
I can't cupcake nothing. Radio
drink.
edit. Oh no, she's off.
Oh, what the fuck? So I ain't get no drink. This is some bullshit.
Radio
Huh?
edit.
Eh.
French Montana. Do you like French Montana? No, I
Who the
have a
fuck
question
is
about
that?
that.
Like I hear that French Montana name all the time.
Montana.
Who the fuck is that
He's
guy?
from
A few
NY.
songs. A
Is
few
he any
songs.
good?
Okay, here's my take on French. Like, I feel like he's better on other people's songs.
But who is he? What song?
He's a
does he sing?
rapper. He sings like, oh, well, the one that got him famous, like the one that I did like,
What, shot caller?
no, the one that he got on the radio, the Unforgettable, with Sway Lee from. I know you're not.
I don't
gonna,
even
I don't
like
even know
that
why you
song.
ask me these questions because even though I give you a reference, you're not gonna know.
Like, sing it.
No, I don't feel like singing it. You don't know it. You don't know it. It's called Unforgettable by Sway Lee and French Montana. Go look it up. Or it's French Montana featuring Sway
Oh,
Lee.
he was on that. Pop that.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, he was on
Okay.
Pop
Don't
That. He
stop.
was
Pop
on
that. Pop that.
What
Don't
you-
stop.
He's the one
yeah.
that always goes, hand.
Okay, I
on all
listened
the
to that one.
songs. He always goes, hand.
Eh.
That's like all of them?
No, that's like no, but that's his thing. Though.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's where it comes from. But like, I feel like he's better on other people's shit. There's a couple of songs that he has on his own that are legit, but it's very few and far between. Like, I could not really listen to a French Montana album. Like, I could just to see if there's any good songs on it. But like, I listened to his last album he came out with, the one that had Unforgettable on it and shit. He had like 2 or 3 tracks that was bangers, like by himself.
That's sad.
But other than that, I feel like every feature he gets on, he does a good job when he features. It's kind of like Future.
It's like Future.
I feel like Future doesn't make good music by himself, but when he features on somebody else's shit, he's legit.
Was he in that show Empire? Like, he showed up like they.
Was he in Empire?
Yeah, he was with Birdman.
Like there was like. They put
Oh,
up
he
on-
was at the beginning
they
of the
put up in
second.
a
I
boat
think it was
or
like
something?
yeah. That was him with Birdman. Yeah.
Birdman.
Okay, yeah.
That's
okay.
French Montana.
That guy looks like a fucking weenie. Like,
He looks like, I mean, isn't he like Muslim or something?
He's Middle Eastern.
Middle Eastern, but he act like he black from
Oh,
New York.
he's
fucking
French
Cali?
and like Turkish and something
Yeah.
else.
well, that's why his name's French.
I guess I don't know where
He got the
Montana
Montana
come
thing for
Like,
Tony
cause like
Montana.
everybody
That's why
says
he
shit
got
like
that.
now. Like I see like fools on Facebook. The name's French something.
He got the
Yeah,
From.
Montana-
Montana.
That's what people do. Like they'll take somebody's name and they'll put their own little spin on it. Now it's like
He
the
got it
cool
from
thing to do,
Scarface.
I
That's
guess.
why he named himself Montana. Like,
Oh, because of Tony Montana. Plus he was
Oh,
like half
okay.
French, or he's like a quarter French.
Whatever the fuck. I don't even know that part.
I know he's not American.
No.
I know
that. Like
I know Ricky Spanish.
Who?
Ricky Spanish.
Fuck is that?
Who is that?
Don't you guys watch fucking American Dad? Ricky Spanish.
No, I don't watch that shit. You don't know why? Because American Dad was like, it's like,
Fucking man child.
like to me, it's like the store brand version of Family Guy.
yeah.
It's
Just
funny
even
though.
though it's made by the same dude, I know it's made by the same dude. But
I
it's
like Cleveland show too.
really.
Black people don't watch that shit.
I remember when Snoop said that shit on a roast, like when they actually had what's his name,
Seth
MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane
He
on
was the
that one.
host. He
And
was
one
the
of the
host.
things when Snoop came up there and said, he was like, "Look, I just want to tell you this real quick. Ain't no niggas watching the Cleveland show." You know how his voice is. You know, you gotta say it like all this shit.
I care that.
I love the way, like honestly.
He's so smooth. Though.
I
Oh,
wanna
Snoop
hang
do my
out with
voicemail.
Snoop. That's one of my.
Right?
That's on my bucket list before I
be
die.
like,
I
hey,
want to hang out with Snoop.
I want him to do my voice like, hey, cuz.
Just give me
Leave a
24
message
hours.
after
I
the
just
beat,
want to hang
bitch.
with Snoop
Right.
for one day.
Biatch.
Right?
I just want. I mean, honestly, would y'all
Wiz
not want to do
Khalifa
that?
gonna be there too, though.
Hell yeah.
I'd hang with Snoop.
You might have Wiz there too.
I want to hang out with Snoop, and
Hey,
I want to
see
hang out
Wiz?
with. I want to hang out with
Wiz-
Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne.
No bullshit.
Rock. You see fucking Wiz Khalifa now?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers all.
Oh yeah, he been training and boxing and all kinds
looking
of
like
shit.
Tong Po, like a black Tong Po. Motherfuckers just boom. I was like, shit,
Did
dog.
you hear that they gonna be? It was like a petition on YouTube that they're boycotting Superfly movie.
What happened? The boycotting it?
Yeah.
Good. That shit looks horrible.
Yeah.
You think so?
Motherfucker gonna come with a fucking comb over.
Who?
Superfly.
Is this supposed to be a remake though?
Yes.
Because to me, I don't know. It looked like some other shit. I feel like that movie could have stood on its own. Based off of the trailers that I've seen, it looked like a pretty badass movie. But I don't feel like they should have called it. I feel like if they wouldn't have called it Superfly, would you have liked it?
It's just like Lick
Because the
Weapon.
plot and
The
everything,
show.
like the way it looks on trailers, it looks like a pretty badass action flick. Like
I probably would. I mean,
I think the Superfly thing is what's throwing you off and making you not like it. It's kind of like how the new Ghostbusters, like everybody called it the Ghostbusters, that they shouldn't have done that because I feel like it could have stood on its own.
yeah.
They didn't have to call it Ghostbusters. They should have called it something completely different. I guess they are doing shit with ghosts, so can't really go too far off that. But
Ghost
if I had to-
hunters.
If
Ghost
I had
hunter
to use
bitches.
another example, a better example, let's talk about Lethal Weapon, the TV show. They could have, but see,
They
that's
could've
the
did it
thing.
with on its
that
own, yeah.
show could have stood on its own. They didn't have to call that Lethal Weapon because when
Yeah.
I watch that show, I don't think about Lethal Weapon at
Yeah,
all.
me neither.
And
Because
it's not a bad show.
I'm thinking Riggs and Murtaugh. I'm thinking Danny Glover and Mel Gibson.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm
Right,
also
right.
saying that show is not a bad show. But I feel like the fact that they call it Lethal Weapon made people
Yeah.
kind of be
I
like,
mean, and because like Damon Wayans ain't that old, and Murtaugh is old as fuck. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like,
Damon Wayans is old,
But in
though.
the
It's just
show,
that the
you know,
Wayans brothers don't crack. Them
Right. They
motherfuckers look young
fuck, you
as
see
shit
Keenan?
forever.
Keenan look good.
Yeah.
Look at Marlon. Marlon been around. He looks exactly. I watched the Wayans brothers show that was done in like '95.
His new show, I
and
think,
you
just
see
came
him
out.
now in 2018, and he looks exactly the fucking same.
I think his new show just came back on
Yeah,
TV.
he's called Marlon or some
Yeah.
shit. Yeah. But I mean, like, yeah, shit like that. But like, only reason why I watch Shaft, which and I like Shaft, is because of Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
I'm a Samuel L. fan. But like, I thought that was good. But I mean, opposed to the Shaft from Shaft in Africa and shit like that.
Uh-huh.
I like those movies.
Yeah.
Dolomite, shit like that. I mean, Superfly was on, you know. So I'm
I
like,
think that's just what's throwing you off. I feel like
I
if
just
it wasn't called Superfly, you would have liked it.
You know what's throwing me off is the fucking hair. Cause Superfly had he looked like.
You get so caught up on the smallest shit. Just
I
like
do.
the whole masturbate, like, man hand, I can't. What? Like, you get so caught up in the smallest details. Like,
And
the
it's just,
smallest
it's just
details.
like, it just looks, the motherfucker looks like a fucking weirded out fucking
Personally,
weekend.
I think the hair looks dope. I think it works for dude. It works for him. I couldn't rock it. You couldn't rock it. None of
got
us
no
could
fucking
rock
hair.
it, but he can rock it. I feel like it works for him.
I don't know, man.
Rock
Just,
what?
The hairstyle that he has.
it's just the whole thing, dog.
He's
Just-
not because he's so caught up on the hair. The whole movie is shit because of his hair. Because
Not
the
just that,
hair,
it's just-
the hair
Future,
talks.
Future is
it's just-
doing
it's
the
just like
music
too.
behind it too.
It's just like with fucking Karate Kid when they remade that shit. That shit was horrible.
Yeah,
They
That was
remade
just-
the Karate Kid?
yeah, with,
Yeah,
With
like
fucking
five
Jaden
times.
Smith and Jackie Chan.
Oh, that one? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
That was
yeah. I
fucking
seen that one.
horrible.
I like that movie. But again, I think that movie could have stood on its own. I don't think
Could've
they
been
should've
something
ca-
else, yeah.
I think they
Could've been another
shouldn't have
movie.
called
yeah,
it Karate
the same
Kid.
thing, yeah.
See, this is where I think they fuck up sometimes. I feel like they make it so different.
They make good movies.
They
and
make,
they fucking throw
but
the
they
old
make it
stamp
so
on it.
different from what it's actually supposed to be.
Well,
But
see,
then
that's
they
the thing.
still name it after
They throw
that
the old
thing.
stamp on it, and people are expecting the old stamp, and when we don't get it, we're like, "Fuck you."
Right, and I feel like that's what kills their money, though.
Yeah.
But at the same time, actually, it doesn't. Because a lot of the reason why, okay, so I'm going to tell y'all a little something.
Break it down.
Little secret. The thing is, the reason why so many remakes and sequels coming out, you know why they doing so many of those? Everybody's like, where's all the original stuff? It's because they know that people will go and spend money on what's familiar.
Yeah.
If you know the title of something already, or you know what it is, or you're familiar with it, you're more likely to go watch it, even if you think it's gonna be garbage. How many times have you gone and seen a remake of something out of curiosity?
Just like
Just
Jurassic
to
World. Jurassic World.
We've all done it, right? Like we've all said, okay, I'm gonna get
The
this a
fucking
shot. I'm gonna
Halloweens.
see what they
Speaking
do.
of,
Yes.
Speaking of that
I
trailer,
saw
just-
that trailer.
that trailer is fucking fire.
Yes.
but that's not a remake though.
It's not.
That's another sequel.
But everybody's bitching. Like my brother Major, he was like, "Well, what happened to the other ones? What happened to
They got the original
2,
Michael Myers.
3, 4, and all that shit? What happened to those? Fuck those. Those ones. See, this one is right after the original one.
Yeah.
This is the sequel that John Carpenter wanted.
Yes.
This is the sequel that John Carpenter
So
wanted.
they're not doing like a new. I haven't watched the trailer yet. So they're not doing like a new like years later kind of thing. This is
Well, it's
like
gonna be years
It's
later.
40 years later, yeah.
okay. So
but-
they're doing it in the present.
So basically, if you've seen anybody who ever seen the original one, I'm talking about the 1979 one, not this Rob Zombie shit.
No.
Halloween. At the end, Dr. Loomis pops Captain him. He goes down, so he disappears somehow. But in this one, they caught him from that time.
Right.
They put him in the psych ward, like super psych ward. So
Yeah.
like when he's out on rec,
Right.
they got him chained up to a fucking cinder block shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And these investigators are like English or something. They go over
Yeah.
there, and they show him the mask and all that shit.
Yeah.
Somehow there's a bus crash, and he gets out and he goes back to Haddonfield.
Right.
Now Jamie Lee Curtis' ass is still in Haddonfield, waiting
been
for his
waiting
ass.
for him for 40
She
years.
trained herself shooting guns. She
She has
got
a
booby
daughter
traps
and
set around the house. She was hoping she even said in the trailer, I was praying he'd escape.
Right.
So the guy's like, why? So I could kill him. And the guy's like, I wish you wouldn't have.
I thought they chopped his damn head off.
See, that's why they
No.
said they forgetting about all that shit. Everything.
But see, that's what I
That
be
wasn't.
hating.
That was
though.
the person. That wasn't the Michael Myers.
I know, but see, that's what I be hating though, because the movies are out there. These
Oh, yeah.
movies are already out there. You expecting people to just forget that these movies exist
I
because
mean-
you made us follow a storyline
Yeah.
that you guys wanted us to follow all these years, and now
But
you
you
want to
gotta-
revamp some
Zombie
shit.
then-
But-
And it's
but-
like you want to do a reverse on some shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, isn't that kind of fucked up? Like,
It does, because I mean, I love the whole franchise.
Yeah.
All the way up to fucking the Resurrection. I wasn't really feeling it, but I
Yeah.
watched it because I was a fan.
They had Busta
I hate
Busta
you.
Rhymes.
Busta
Busta
Rhymes.
Rhymes.
that shit was funny.
Yeah,
That shit
but
was
like-
funny.
Yeah.
Michael Myers
He
is like a shark.
He brought some comedic to it. Like it was.
Yeah, but like then they killed Tyra. They killed Tyra.
I know, right?
But like,
That was
but
their
see,
first movie,
but I
too.
understand the vision. Like me being a fan. You know what I'm saying? Like a super fan.
Was that his own echo?
No, it'll be like a fan, like a super
No, yeah.
fan of the Halloween franchise.
Right.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
Because this is John Carpenter's vision of the second
And
one.
it's
So
the
how do you know
it's the original actor who played
Oh, Michael Myers, the
Michael Myers,
original,
and this one
the guy who
too.
played the first one. Yeah,
So he old as shit.
Yeah.
Then.
Oh, yeah.
They both old. Jamie Lee Curtis is old.
and but he's fucking pretty big for being an
Yeah.
old guy.
Oh,
I met the guy
if
who
he still
played.
got it. Then.
I met the guy who played him in part 2 though at the horror.
Yeah.
In July, I'm going to that thing again. Freddy Krueger's gonna be there. The guy who played Jason, Kane Hodder,
They're
is gonna be there.
they're making another Nightmare. Yeah. they're
On
making-
Elm Street?
Yeah.
Okay, look, dude. Okay, I'm sorry, dude. I like the remake version that they made. I thought
We talked
thought it
about
was
this before,
legit.
but
I
mean,
thought it was legit.
I'm gonna go back and watch it again.
Jay, you're quiet. You don't watch any of these. You was in jail during this too.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just gonna
For-
assume
for
that
everybody
anything that Jay
listening-
hasn't seen or heard about
For
is because
everybody
he was in
listening,
jail.
the anonymous J jokes are all false. He's never been nor has been incarcerated.
Yes, he's absolutely right.
Quotes, unquote.
Oh, that hurt.
Go for what you know,
I try-
jailbird.
I tried to hold it in.
Fuck
I
out of
couldn't.
here.
Tails are in the closet.
He was locked up at that point. He was like, I don't know. It's like a block of his life where he just don't know shit about nothing. Like,
Well, no, I just, I never really got into horror films.
because your life is a horror film.
And besides that,
His life is too Wong Fu. It's all good. It's raining, man.
nah, I just,
It is what it is.
the whole point of horror films is,
To scare
to
you.
me, it was to always be scared or to feel that.
Oh, we're about to get a little John right now.
And,
I ain't never scared.
nah,
Or that Bone Crusher.
none of them are scary to me.
Oh.
No, I understand that.
Like, I sit
'Cause I'm
there
not-
and-
yeah.
Like, you
Yeah,
can ask.
they don't scare me, but I like the plot, the whole, just everything.
Like,
I mean,
I
Like,
laugh at
seriously,
them.
the only movie
Like
that
the-
Most
scared-
of them are comedic to me.
but the only one that really scared me,
Like,
That's
honestly,
because you're a fucked up
Yeah.
individual. That's
Well,
all
yeah,
that
Michael
means.
Myers.
Yeah,
That's all that
yeah.
means.
I'm
If
not.
it's
I'm not.
me. If
I'm not
it was
denying
me.
that. I'm just.
yeah, but like the thing, when it comes to horror movie, the only one that really fucking made me scary was fucking Michael Myers.
Honestly, that's the one that really shook me the most.
Because
it's
it-
that music
it for me-
alone used to shake
And
me
no,
up.
it's not just that, because like the rest of them, Freddy Krueger, Jason, they get blown up and shit and they come back to life. Michael Myers, like, he skins the cat all the
Yeah.
time. Like, he'll get shot,
Yeah.
and he'll fucking fall down a hole and slide into the river,
Right.
and fly away and get back, nurse back to hell.
Right.
Or he'll get locked up somewhere and somebody will break him out. And,
Yeah.
like he's like a regular dude like
Yeah.
us.
That's because Jason was dead
Yeah.
when he came back.
And Michael Myers, this
And-
motherfucker was a little boy killing people.
Yeah.
Who does that? You know what I'm saying?
Wait, wasn't Jason a kid killing people?
No,
too?
Jason was
No.
dead.
Jason
Wasn't he
came-
like a
Jason
lifeguard
got
or
chased
something?
into
No,
the water
Jason
and
was
he
a
drowned.
he was a
drowned.
mongoloid. He was like a
He drowned.
deformed boy.
He-
And they said like while the counselors were fucking, he drowned. So
Yeah.
that's why the mom went back. Kill her, mommy. Kill
That's
her.
why he mad at all the campers.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
He's like, y'all
'Cause
was
the
getting pussy
original-
while I was out here
And
dying. Fuck
his-
all y'all.
his mom-
Ain't
his-
nobody share with me.
His mom was the original killer.
Yeah,
Oh
she-
yeah, he was. Like that's what they said in Scream. I didn't even catch that until they said that in Scream. He was like,
It
what
was Mrs. Voorhees.
Yeah, he was
Right.
like, who was the original killer in fucking Friday the 13th? And she thought she knew it. Because I said
It
the
was
same
Jason.
thing. I was like,
Jason.
it's Jason. Come on, it's Jason. He was like, wrong. It was the mom. I
It
was
was
like,
Mrs.
oh,
Voorhees.
he's right. He got that bitch on a technicality.
Right.
Oh. And then he gutted her like a fish.
Right.
Well, see what happens when you lose
I'm
game
gonna cut
shows.
you like a fish.
You need to start watching movies, man. Hey, but Scream
might.
was tight. I liked that
Yeah,
whole
was
concept.
great.
Scream?
Yeah, Scream.
Oh, Scream was
I
dope,
liked
but I
that
feel like
movie.
they stretched it. They shouldn't have stretched it.
They shouldn't
Yeah.
have left no. The
I should have left it at
sequels,
one, yeah.
Yeah, the
They should've left-
sequels were garbage, but the original, like the original one, I feel like that set off a whole new turning point in the horror movie genre.
Right.
Once they did that movie, I feel like that movie was kind of like cutting edge for horror movies at the time.
Yeah,
Because it brought slasher films into the
Back.
now.
Right.
yeah, I brought him back.
Like, oh yes, now we have phones.
Right.
We can call somebody like at any
Because-
point. But how do you navigate that and still kill people?
Well,
I feel like that's what they were good at.
Because
doing.
as far as slasher movies, I mean, they just they kept making Jason movies, Freddy
Yeah.
movies.
yeah, there really was no new
There
ones
was
at
just
all.
us.
It's like
Yeah.
Freddy's like he
They kept
really
redoing
wasn't
the
scary to me. It's
chainsaw.
like you.
Freddy was cool.
The
I
only
like
way
Freddy.
the only way Freddy will kill you if you fear him. Like if you don't fear him, he can't kill you.
I feel
Yeah.
like Freddy talked too much. He
Really?
got too goofy.
Yeah. The only way he got his power was because you feared him. That's why.
Yeah.
I thought it was because they went to sleep.
I thought the Freddy
Oh, I'd
versus
be
Yeah.
good.
I thought the
when you
Freddy
go to
versus
sleep,
Jason.
I'm living. I don't know about
That's,
y'all.
he killed you in your sleep.
I'm right.
If you fear him, that's what gives him the power.
Here's
to
my
come-
problem with
to
Freddy.
come out of
My
the dream.
own- my own brain scares me more than Freddy Krueger.
I don't blame
The
you.
shit that goes on in my head is fucked
Right.
up.
He was
'cause
the
you done
child.
been
He
through
was
some
the child
lives. We
molester.
know.
That's what.
We know.
That's why everybody
Yeah,
burnt
'cause-
him. He was the child molester.
Yeah.
So they.
Yeah,
that's why
see,
they
and
killed-
y'all-
Hold on, what?
Freddie Krueger was the child molester.
He was a child
was,
rapist
Once
and killer.
again, you out here promoting child molesters.
He was gonna say that.
I told you I didn't like the new one.
But I like the old one. Bunch of traumatized adults now.
Hey, it was crazy though that his daddy was
that like Santa Claus?
Thousand Maniacs.
Yeah.
Like his mom was a nun, and she got raped in the
Yeah.
fucking crazy house by all these fucking lunatics.
Yeah.
Freddie.
Yeah, Freddie had a fucked up life, but at the same time, I feel like I don't know. He started talking too much for me. Once he started getting like too goofy, he started getting really goofy.
After part 3, the
Like
second
the
one was
Nintendo
horrible.
one.
The
Remember
second
when he
one-
was
the
playing
second
with the Nintendo? Which I don't even remember which
Yeah.
It
number.
was probably the third one.
Which
Yeah.
the one where
Oh,
he was
when he was
playing
on the
with
skateboard?
glove
No, it was on
and
the
all
fourth
that
one.
shit. He was
Yeah.
playing with the
It was on
glove
the fourth
and
or
all
fifth
that.
one?
I was like,
Yeah.
dude.
He was on the skateboard and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
What's
yeah.
up, dudes?
Yeah.
Well, the third one was good. The second one was the one big gay joke.
Yeah.
If you go watch it, it's just one big gay joke. It's like a big fucking. It's like a real. It's that whole fucking thing is just one big gay joke. It's real homosexual if you really watch it, dog. It's the second one. It's fucking crazy. Anybody will tell you, the critics. Yes, just everything about it's fucking.
Break that down. Why?
For one, Freddy's coming out of a man. Like he comes out of the guy, and two, like he be fucking.
That's
tight.
not even possible though. So how is that even a gay thing? That's just ridiculous at that point.
It's
Like that's not even
just-
possible.
Just the way that I was watching the whole video and the whole concept and shit too, man. And then to the coach at the high school, he was the fruity cake, and they fucking Freddy slashed him up like that, and fucking because he was trying to hump the student and shit. It was just yeah, it was just one. Big
Why was Freddie mad that he got there first?
I guess so. I guess Freddy wanted to come out of him instead. He's a trick or treat.
Oh shit.
But there's some good ones, like, you know, you ever seen those Hatchet movies? Those are dope. I like those.
Hatchet movies.
Yeah. it's
I read
Hatchet.
the book, The Hatchet.
That book is
What
fucking
the fuck?
dope.
What?
Hey,
There's a book called The Hatchet. I read
that
it.
book, hey, that book is dope.
It
I
is-
read the
it is
Hatchet too.
legit.
I read it.
Yeah.
Well, we know you was in jail. You read a lot of books.
I read it in school, dickweed.
I wrote it in school too.
You went to school?
Yeah, full boarding school, remember?
Oh yeah, that's right. His parents shipped his ass out because he was a little bad motherfucker.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Now the Hatchet, that book is dope. I fucking,
But there's a movie like Hatchet, like a movie.
it's a horror flick. It's about what's
Is
his
he
name?
actually
Victor
chopping
Crowley.
motherfuckers up with a hatchet?
Well, it's the guy that plays Jason in like a bunch of Jason movies. They have like there's 4 of them now. There's Hatchet 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one's called Victor Crowley. It's fucking dope. It's a good one. They just-
You know it's a crazy ass dope movie though. Like, have you ever heard "I Spit on Your Grave"? I know you saw that.
Oh fuck yeah, the
The new
original
ones?
and the remake.
Yes.
Oh god, the
Now
original.
personally, I saw the '70s version, and then
Yeah.
I saw the new one.
She
But
put
I
the
saw
shotgun.
I saw the new one before I saw the '70s version. I personally have to say that I think that the remake was better.
Yeah,
And
it
I
was.
like what she did to those motherfuckers in the new one too. Like the way she
With
fucked
the
them up.
shotgun and all that shit.
Yeah, like when she had them in that abandoned house and shit, and she was like
yeah.
doing all kinds of stuff. Like she had that tub full of like acid or whatever she
yeah.
was using. That shit was badass. That movie was dope. But do you know they got sequels?
Oh yeah, I haven't seen.
You
them yet.
watched them?
Not yet.
I watched me and him. Oh, bruh,
Are they dope?
it hurts.
I might have to
Crazy,
give them.
man.
You're
No,
the
'cause
bruh now.
No, because on some real shit, the torture gets way worse. Like
Yes.
I think in the third one.
The third one.
So the second one, the main girl that was in the first one wasn't in that one. This was a different girl, different situation, but it was still the same scenario.
Right.
Yeah.
She gets kidnapped, she gets raped, she takes care of it, she kills him. All right, cool. I just gave away some shit. Oh well, man. You can still go watch it. Though.
alert.
It's still interesting to watch how
It's an
she
interesting
does it
watch,
though.
yeah.
So I'm not really giving away anything. But anyways, on the third one, the girl that was in the original is back now. Now it's like years later, and now she's in like a support group or whatever for
survivors,
women
yeah.
who have been like raped and stuff.
Yeah.
And now she turns into kind of like a vigilante.
So
for
she goes
these-
after the guys that went
that
after the
did shit
friends.
to the other people in the group. And bruh, the way she goes about it.
The girl that got
man.
involved in it, because she was with a girl that she
Bruh.
like really connected with.
Yeah. There's this one. All I'm gonna say is this. I'm gonna try not to go into detail. There's this one where it's this little girl. She's young. She's like a teenage girl, and she has a stepfather who's a fucking pervert. And he like molests and goes into her room and like molests her at night and shit. And she's like, and it's
What are you doing
heartbreaking.
with your hands?
Nigga, shut up. So look, we walking. So like, I'm sitting here watching this shit, and like, it's sad to watch it because the girl is like crying and shit, like in the meeting, and she's talking about how she does shit, like how he does shit to her, and she's like, "Oh, I just wanted to stop. I just wanted to stop." You know what I'm saying? And all this shit. So the girl that had been in that situation, she takes that to heart, and she goes and finds this motherfucker. Ooh. Let's just say a big pipe and him tied to a chair bent over. Oh. And that's all I'm gonna say. Go watch it though.
Jay.
That's all I'm gonna say on that. Just giving you that visual. Just imagine what happens.
You ever seen In Too Deep? And you know the reference.
Yeah. Oh yeah, In Too Deep.
Yeah. You know what happened?
Yeah. Hey, well, just like the original. You ever seen The Last House on the Left, the remake?
I think I did.
Well, the original's more crazy because The Last House on the Left, they get revenge or whatever. But in the original, man, the mom gets one of the rapist guys and bites his fucking dick off. I was like, oh wow, they put this shit. This is back in the 70s, so that would have been like rated X. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that movie, like, that was one of the movies that was banned in movie theaters like around the world because just that graphic part of him biting.
I feel like even now that's still rated X.
Bit that motherfucker's junk.
Oh shit, that.
Oof, that shit always hurts. That hurts me. Like when I watch,
I'm all sweating and shit thinking about it.
That shit hurts me. I'm
He's
like,
I wish some old bite.
This is like what they did in a Hostel. When they did this shit in Hostel,
when she
chopped that shit off and threw it to the dogs, I was like, oh, that shit hurt.
Well, it's like what's that movie?
Bruh.
That movie, that old school black. It's like a black Vietnam movie called Walking Dead. It has like Eddie Griffin in them in it, and
The Walking Dead.
It's called The Walking Dead. It's an old. It's like in the 80s. It has Bokeem Woodbine, and he goes crazy. He's like in the Vietnam, and he fucking cuts one of them Vietnamese guys, or no, they find one of their dudes from the army tied to a tree with his dick cut off and put it in his mouth and shit. It was fucking crazy, dog. That movie was made in the 90s called The Walking Dead.
Dead. Why you gotta do all that?
Yeah.
That's just over the top.
Yeah, the fucking.
You trying to see a statement when you doing shit like that?
It was a movie about the black experience in Vietnam. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Was it? No, that was on maybe that wasn't The Walking Dead.
Michael Jackson
Maybe it was on Dead Presidents.
Dead President.
It was Dead Presidents, huh?
Dead President.
I'm thinking it was Walking Dead. It was on Dead Presidents.
Yeah.
Oh,
The Preacher Boy.
The Preacher
He was
Boy.
carrying around that guy's head in his bag and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Shit happens.
Hey, war is ugly, man.
Yeah, man.
People don't understand that shit. Everybody want to go and bomb somebody, but they don't realize the effects that shit takes on the people that's actually in that shit.
Yeah,
it's
like
easy to sit on your couch and tell people to go bomb some motherfuckers. It's
You
not
say the
easy
same
to go
shit
out
about
there and actually be in the trenches.
The inner city too. Like
Never said
PTSD.
nobody do something you ain't willing to do yourself.
Which is what most of America does, though. That's what most of America does, though.
Shout out to Uber Eats. No.
Get him.
But like, you know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers, like I said.
You ever notice that when he talks, sometimes an accent pops out?
What motherfucker? What you talking about?
Sometimes these motherfuckers.
These motherfuckers. Hey, that's the way I talk. These motherfuckers. Juju motherfucker, you don't you ever cross me.
This is like when he said like that. He be like that.
Like that.
Like Cardi B, like on some ghetto girl shit.
First of all, I was talking like that before Cardi B. So
You were talking like that?
Fuck Cardi B.
Fuck
I
Cardi
fucks
B.
with Cardi B. For Cardi B is the shit. I ain't gonna front. I fucks with her.
She's cute. I like she's like, as far as that, she's cute. She's growing on me. Like the way she talks and shit.
I love her personality. She's so real.
Yeah.
You know why I love about her? Because she. Go ahead.
That newest song she came out with the
Bad Bunny and Nicki Jam. You talking about I Like It?
like
Where
the,
she used
I
the
like
sample.
it like that. That one?
Is that the one with the like the cumbia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's kind of tight. Well,
That
check
joint
that
is
out.
dope.
I don't know about tight, but it's catchy. Like it catches.
Well, because
your-
that, I mean,
Bro,
for
just
one,
say
that's
you like it. Stop trying to front.
That's your Puerto Rican soul right there, brother. I like it like that.
Bad Bunny and Nicki Jam be killing it on that shit.
Yeah.
Isn't Bad
I
Bunny a
got
dude?
soul. I
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
soul.
That's crazy. A dude named Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Oh, you wait till you see him. When you see him, it's like his voice don't sound nothing like what he looks like.
What does it look like, the Velveteen Dream?
What the fuck is that?
Y'all never seen the Velveteen Dream?
That nigga's gay.
NXT, baby.
Oh, I was.
He's gay, man.
That's
That motherfucker's black as fuck, wearing some white ass boots.
He's sweet, dude. He's
So
sweet.
what? Let him win.
No,
Say
shit.
he's sweet.
So
I mean,
what? It's a
his
Chicago
characters-
slang. It's
Yeah.
Chicago.
His character's dope
That
though,
like
man.
sugar in your tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His character's dope as fuck though. Like, remember when they had Rico with the sideburns?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, his character is fucking dope. He's fucking, yeah.
I don't give a shit though. But I'm just saying, like.
I mean,
just-
at the end of the day, though, like
And he's beefing with fucking Ricochet too.
Yeah, Ricochet.
I like that Cardi B is. You know what I like about Cardi B? I feel like Cardi B is giving hope to all the ghetto girls in the world that feel like they can't get out of their situation or ever do anything of substance. That's what I really like about Cardi B because she stays true to herself. No, because she stays true to herself the entire time. Like, if you go watch her Instagram or her Instagram live shit or whatever,
She be goofy as fuck.
She
Yeah,
Instagram
cool.
shit as if she's not famous, which I love. Because most famous people, everything that they put out as far as their pictures or their Instagram live shit, it always looks manufactured.
Yeah.
It always comes off as like...
She'd be on there with a
Photoshop.
towel on her head, fresh out the
But
shower.
I always feel like it's always
Photoshop.
super manufactured. Like, oh, I had 10 people take this picture of me. They edited it and made it look its best, and now I can post it. Whereas I feel like Cardi B is just like, she Instagrams just like any other person on Instagram. Like, she'll Facebook live or she'll Instagram like live her dog taking her dogs to the fucking vet or taking them to get a bath and shit. And she'll be like, oh, my dog is whining because he don't want to get a bath today. You know what I'm saying? Or she'll Instagram live shit like her song playing on the radio.
Yeah.
And she'll be singing along to it. But like she's enjoying being famous. And that's what I love about Cardi B because she's one of the very few celebrities that seems like she actually enjoys being famous. Like she knows she's famous, she gets it, but she's not gonna sit here and act like she's too good to enjoy it. Like she will actually enjoy her fame. Like she enjoys that shit. And I'm like, that's if I was famous, that's how I would be.
Her
And
sister
I
was
fucks
on
with
that
that.
challenge show.
That's why it's funny because you say that people like Cardi B, you know, she's how would I say it? Newer to being famous than a lot of people. But yeah, you still got bum ass niggas out here on these streets who think they famous. You know what I'm saying? That shit funny as shit.
I'm on
to
me.
me.
Oh, man.
I'm on me.
Oh, man.
I wasn't
famous.
taking shots, but
It's all good. I'm famous. I'm ghetto famous. Man.
But that's what I like about Cardi B. Like I said, I feel like she's one of the very few celebrities that actually that doesn't take herself too seriously, and she actually enjoys her fame and she treats it as if like, yes, when she's on her social media, she acts like a regular person, like anybody else. She Instagrams and Facebooks and whatever. She does it exactly like anybody else does. It doesn't seem like she's a celebrity. And that's what I really like about her because she comes out to me as more real as somebody who actually enjoys it. Because being famous, let's be honest, this shit is fun. If you really got real fame where people is catering to you and you going to award shows and getting invited to shit.
I would never want to be that famous. I want to be famous like in my pockets famous. I'm not trying to be in the spotlight because I don't know how to act. I ain't got no home training.
You've been locked up before, so we know that.
If our podcast ever blows up and we get famous and shit, we have to bring in a stunt double for Jay when he's at home chilling.
Right.
Long-haired Puerto Rican
All we gotta
guy.
do is just find another Puerto
Why would you
Rican
have
New
to
York
find a stunt
motherfucker.
double for me?
Because you don't want the fame. You just want to be at home in your pockets. You know what I'm saying? If they take it, if we gotta go out and do some celebrity shit, we'll be like, yeah, we're gonna get a stunt
But
double.
that's the thing, though. With that being
Like-
said,
like-
Cardi B is breaking in the dough, though. It's not just the
No, I'm
cameras
talking
and
about
shit.
just, you know, as big as she is.
No, yeah,
I don't want to be the motherfucker where
All out
I
in
walk
them.
out my fucking door and
You
then
got
motherfuckers
paparazzi?
sitting there trying to take pictures.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I don't like.
I
Yeah.
don't want to
No.
Oh,
go,
yeah.
you know, pick my
Yeah.
kids up from school and there motherfuckers over there just trying
Take
fuck all
pictures,
that.
yeah.
Taking pictures of kids and shit? Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Like,
No.
Fuck that.
That I'm
yeah.
with you on, but I like the fact that, like I said, again, I like how she plays it. Because she's one of the very few celebrities it's almost to me like they try to act like they don't like being famous. It's like, yes,
I
you
wouldn't
do.
even know how to like.
But I agree with you,
wouldn't
though.
be able to change who I am just because I'm famous.
But we don't
And
have to.
That's the thing
Right.
about Cardi B is, like you said, she's true to who she is.
She
Right.
stayed
Like,
extremely true.
me,
We don't have to.
I would still be mobbing around with my motherfucking Nike Hirachis on, some basketball shorts, and a white tee if I was fucking famous. Like, I would still be listening to the same music.
It'd be a
I'd have
trendsetter
my
too.
Same
Everybody
phone.
want to dress like Anonymous J.
That's true.
Little fan club.
Everybody
like that,
got
you
some
know
of
what
their
that
Hirachis on.
I
some
stick
basketball
with
shorts.
mine.
Exactly.
The
You
white
know what that
tees.
reminds me of? It reminds me of like Eminem, because Eminem's like that. He's very low key. He's rich as fuck. But do he dress like he got like? Well, look at his clothes. He dresses dressing basic ass shit, like just what you said.
just
He
said
got
the
a
same
white
thing
tee
about Kendrick.
on. He got like some jeans. Like, of course, his shit is nice. I'm pretty sure his jeans probably ain't
Fuck
cheap.
that, I'm gonna be sponsored by Dickies. This episode.
Like, I'm pretty sure his jeans
give me
probably not
fedoras,
cheap.
man, I'm
And
good.
his shoes, he usually wearing Jordans of some kind, so they cost money. But his outfit is pretty basic looking. It's
My
not.
Hirachis are more comfortable.
But I'm just saying though, like I feel
Kendrick's
what
the
you
same way too. He don't wear
Hey,
like
shout out to
flashy
Nike
stuff.
for my Hirachis.
Kendrick don't wear
Shout out
flashy
to
stuff like
Converse
that
for my
either.
checks,
So.
man. Had to retire my black ones.
Yeah, Kendrick not and J. Cole. He's
J.
also
Cole,
not really
yeah.
flashy with his clothes and shit either.
Who?
Like J. Cole.
Oh, J. Cole.
Like I don't see no point. Just because you got
Chance
money,
the
I don't
Rapper's
see
the
no
same way,
point
too.
in buying fucking $1,000 jeans. Give
I
me
don't see a point. Like half of these, I just.
I mean,
like me
I think
with my
fucking,
jewelry.
I think with like $5,000, I could set myself up for life with Dickies and Chucks, and I'm good.
Yeah, but you know why you say that? Because you're looking at it from a different level of where you're at in life. When you're at that level, shit, the world opened up to you. Like the world opens up to you. Opportunities open up to you, and you see things differently. Like $5,000 jeans are not that big of a deal anymore when you're constantly getting checks for $1 million.
that's
You
true.
see what I'm
but
saying? Like, you don't look at that shit as a big deal anymore.
I mean,
and the thing is, like I said,
I might
when you
invest in
look
some
at
jewelry or something. You know?
like when you look at people like Eminem and these people that dress low key, they may dress low key, but that shit is not low key money. Like that white tee is probably some high fashion high tee that probably costs $120. It's not some Hanes shit he bought at fucking
that. Pro
the
Club,
Nike
baby.
store for $30.
balloon.
I'm just saying though, it's out there. That shit exists.
Don't
when you
melt
look,
my shirt.
like when you looking at those, like those jeans that you looking at that they wearing, those jeans may look basic as hell, but I guarantee you those jeans is probably like $300 or more.
I'll-
They're probably
you know what I'll
custom
invest
fit
in?
too.
in general.
It's most likely custom fitted.
I'll buy expensive chonies though, man. Because you gotta be comfortable in your drawers. You gotta have the good, expensive drawers, the ones that hug your booty. You know what I'm saying? Nice. Pop
shit.
it. Yeah, I'll spend a good penny, pretty penny on some good drawers. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck?
The fuck? Like, I'm just like, he went straight to the draw. Like, that's what you need comfort in?
Hey.
You can't find underwear that fits you right?
Oh, they fit me right perfect. But I
So
want
now what is you spending extra money on it for? Like, I would still buy my, if I was famous, I don't give a fuck. If I was rich, I'd still be buying my underwear at Walmart.
I want to
I'm
buy.
just saying.
Well, but I'm saying I want to wear rich people drawers, at least one pair. You know?
Okay. With that, I feel you. With that, I
You know,
feel you.
just one
You know, you
pair.
gotta get some mink socks.
It's
Like,
some-
just,
yeah, you know,
I just gotta
yeah,
get a pair.
What
Let me
they call
get a pair of mink socks.
What's it called?
Like, just cause.
Gargoyles or whatever the fuck they're called. Those socks.
Can I get some?
Gargoyles
Can I
or-
get some mink socks? I just want a pair of mink socks. That's it. Just one pair.
See,
I just want
y'all
some-
already going
I want,
farther than I
I want
would.
some. I want some fox skin chonies. Give me some
Like my
fox skin
boxers,
chonies
my
or something.
socks.
But
Walmart.
CJ, you
Like-
say that. You got to remember though, we're talking from. We're
talking
talking
from
at
the-
a different money
Okay.
level. But let's just say you got money coming in and you
Okay.
got checks rolling like
I know-
nothing.
Let's say hypothetically.
The thing is though,
You got to put yourself in a rich person's mind state because
I am.
where you're at now.
I'll buy cheap clothes so I can buy expensive
there
cars.
was
But what I'm saying is at
No,
a rich
yeah.
person's level, going to buy underwear that are expensive
No, I'm
are
gonna
not.
tell
It's
you.
like going to Walmart for us.
At one point in time, I was making a lot of money
Oh, I've been there.
within a short, very, very short, like 2-3 days short span.
Oh yes.
And I lived
I
in
want
the
to say
hood.
something so bad.
Yep.
I literally lived in the hood on 19th Avenue Indian School. I had a 1982 Cadillac that was a piece of shit with no power steering.
Oh Lord, no wonder your fucking forearms are huge, dog.
Fuck you.
Oh shit.
It was
know,
either that or all the,
my-
all the fucking he doing with midgets.
my clothes were straight tees, you know, Dickies basketball shorts. My thing, well, I bought my jewelry, my chain and my ring that I usually wear that are not on me tonight.
It's a Latino thing, bro.
That's just a minority thing.
My thing
Because
was
black people
shoes.
do it too. The first thing they do is get a chain.
Shoes. But I also invested money in some other places that I'm still waiting to get my return back on.
Do we
So,
gotta, do we gotta,
Damn,
so I
son.
will be
I'm gonna do we gotta kick
calling
in some doors?
soon. Oh no,
Okay.
it's far.
Okay.
Like far.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you know,
I'm gonna set it
from-
up.
from
I'm
a-
ready.
I'm ready.
Like, but I get what you're saying.
a couple grand in 2 days, and I stayed the same. My rent was taken care of in a half hour. Like,
No, and I get that. That's what
I
I'm
remember
not
one
saying.
time. I remember one time I paid my whole lease off with one little mission. I paid my
Damn.
whole lease off.
But see, here's my thing though. Like, I feel like sometimes people
what,
shit
to
on
the blood
celebrity.
bank. Plasma center.
Damn, you ain't had no blood left. I feel like a lot of people like look at celebrities and they could like shit on them for like, oh, why? Like Beyonce, they shit on her daughter like, oh, she's wearing that super expensive dress like that because they find out how much the dress costs.
Come on, why
It'd be
not?
Like, it'd be like $10,000, and I'm like, but you gotta understand though, to them. That's not an
That's
expensive.
Walmart prices.
Yeah, those are Walmart
Compared to
prices to
those
them. Like a $10,000 dress to them is like getting a $100 dress to us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And most of the time, they don't even buy that shit. It's given to them just to wear for that particular event.
Right.
You know
Because
what I'm saying? They don't actually own it. It's
The
an
designer
advertising.
wants to get their name
Yeah,
out
and
there.
that designer is an advertising thing. So that's why I feel like when people shit on it, they're like, oh, they could have gave money to starving kids. And it's like, but when are you going to give money to starving kids?
Some designer
You-
needs
you-
to come give me a deal. That's what needs
It's
to
like
happen.
y'all sitting here spending these rich
If
people's
we make
money.
it big, man, I'm gonna make sure Jay gets custom
Listen,
basketball.
I'm a pretty
shorts.
motherfucker with good hair.
mean
Like,
custom?
That's it.
point blank.
Get some
I mean,
It
you
is
got
what
good
it
hair,
is.
but that's about where it is.
Don't hate.
no,
Don't hate.
No, but that's, I mean, that's one thing though. When it comes to my kids, that's one thing I'll spend all my money on is them. If I was famous,
But that's
fuck-
why I don't understand why people hate on that shit. Like
my
they
kids
shit
ain't
on
even
these
old enough
kids.
to drive and each have like 2 cars. And shit. It's hilarious.
But how is it the kids'
Do they?
fault? Like that's the thing.
What happened?
You said they do?
No, I said if I was the
Oh,
same.
I was all damn.
I was like, if they were like, they ain't
Let
even
me
old enough to drive, I
on
would fucking.
Right,
Let me
yeah.
get- let me
But
get-
you see
let me
what I'm
get one of
saying?
them.
Though, like
Get my
people
license
always
right
like
now.
shit on celebrities when they bless their kids with nice stuff. Like, oh, why they gotta have on like super expensive? Why their shoes gotta cost $500? Like they could have fed starving kids in Africa or some shit. It's like, bitch. First of all, when was the last time you gave a check to starving kids in starving Africa?
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't. That means shut the fuck up. Second of all, you're not in my pockets. Third of all, you don't even know if I pay for this shit because again, most of the time it's free.
It's free, yeah.
It's given to them. So while you sitting there, yes, it may be worth $500, but that doesn't mean they actually spent $500 on that shit.
But like with DJ Khaled, I follow him on Snap, and he gets all kinds of free shit. Like
Yeah,
Nike,
most celebrities
they send him
do.
for his
Listen.
kids and all that shit. Yeah,
I think DJ Khaled's full of shit.
he can send it to
Listen,
himself.
this motherfucker. No, look, check this out. This motherfucker's been working out since 2008, since we taken over,
Yes.
and looks exactly the fucking same.
It's because he don't
shit.
eat. It's because he don't eat coochie.
Little fat motherfucker.
Oh, my
That's
God.
why he is full of shit. He get your
Because
life
it's,
right,
it's
that.
the endorsement deal.
No,
That's
fuck
why.
him.
Yeah.
Fuck DJ
As well,
Khaled.
because here's
You
the thing.
endorse working out and fitness, motherfucker. You not doing
No,
it.
no. He does not endorse working out and fitness. He endorses the name.
Weight Watchers.
There's a difference. So as long as he talks about
No,
it,
he's
he's doing
about,
his job.
He talks about him doing it in certain.
yeah, because
And he
went
don't
on-
do it. That's false advertising, you fat motherfucker.
Damn,
Giving us hope, bitch.
I'm giving him hope. I'm not that big.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. We the best at getting fat.
But it's true though. These celebrities get
He's
a
on
lot
the
of
Slim
shit that
Slow
they have
program.
for free, which is still weird to me. Like
Well,
I
Fat
always
Joe
felt like that
lost
was a
more
little
than
off.
he did.
Like I
Yeah,
get it.
Fat Joe did it. Why can't he?
Fat Joe went to jail to do it. That's why. Because Fat Joe was still Fat Joe until he went to jail. Then he wasn't Fat Joe anymore. You should know about that. You know how the transition goes. You
His
know.
name's just Joe.
You was probably in the same jail. Never mind. Y'all both from New York, so I figure, hey. How many jails do they have in New York? I know they got Rikers. Everybody
A
knows
lot.
about Rikers.
They have a lot.
Sing Sing. No, that's even fucking.
That's a
That's-
state. That's state. Sing Sing, Attica, Waterford. Those are all states.
Attica,
Woodstock,
Attica,
Rikers.
Attica.
All of those. Those are.
That's where Lil Wayne went, huh? Rikers.
Yeah. Crazy.
Watertown is nothing but jails and prisons.
Yeah.
Ain't shit over there.
And where?
Watertown,
It has them signs. Don't stop
To
for
be honest, I couldn't
hitchhikers.
even name the prisons in
up
our
near
state.
like Albany and shit.
It's crazy. We have a lot of them, but I can't even name
Just the
them.
fact that we have so many jails should tell you something. Though.
Yeah.
They
you
fucking
mean we
making
only
a
got,
killing.
like, 3?
Yeah, how much? You know what I mean, but these
4.
motherfuckers
I'm talking about
make
in
bank.
America in general.
Oh, I thought you meant in like
It's
Phoenix.
fucking a lot of
I
like
thought
shit.
Boogie
That's
did
what
every
I'll
single one
invest
of
in.
them.
I'll invest in the fucking. I'll invest in the fucking prison, man. These motherfuckers make bank.
Oh,
They
my
make like
God.
I don't know how much off a
It's a
prisoner a
business.
fucking day.
Yeah.
Jail is a business now.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
Sorry,
though.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, and they feed them shit. They fucking it's just horrible. But they get like what, 10,000 a day for a prisoner
Yeah, they get a grip
per
from
prisoner.
locking motherfuckers up.
Oh, I know that. We
That's
know
fucking-
that.
Yeah.
We
fucking
know
horrible.
that. It's a business. We know that.
To all the homies locked up, man, keep your head up. Fuck the system. Sorry, I get to tell you that shit. Fuck
This
the-
is America.
keep
all
your head
time,
up,
man.
man.
I mean, we got. I think we should wrap this up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. I feel like I don't know what else to say.
Fucking covered it all today.
Did we?
Basically, we covered everything I wanted to talk about.
Shit, we got what we got.
Where Camille at, though?
Stop.
And Camille.
And Camille.
That's good. That's on every podcast, nigga.
I'm gonna have to turn it into a soundbite. I'm gonna turn it into a
Hey,
soundbite.
Camille. I'm gonna put that as your fucking ringtone.
I
every
gotta
time you
record
cover
it, so all I
Fuck
gotta do
you
is turn it into
and Camille.
Oh shit.
But anyway, we're gonna wrap it up. Our
Did we
10th
miss
episode, the Big 10.
The Big
Big
10.
1-0. A 10. A fucking 10. Yes, sir. Billy Bob. See, he knows what I'm talking about.
Me and Jay lost the shit.
Hell yeah.
Fucking baby Buddha making shit up over here.
Hey, man.
Baby Buddha.
Want to rub my belly, nigga? I make bitches' wishes, dreams come true.
Oh my god,
baby.
here we go with this shit again.
Promo time. No, no.
Always a promo for herself. Oh yeah.
And still ain't got none.
KYO.
Oh. You say
Hey,
your love
man.
life is dried in these deserts.
I ain't been trying, though.
Oh shit.
I
HL
mean-
just called you desert dick.
It's crazy,
I
though.
didn't
Like,
say-
he got a girl and ain't getting none, so...
Who do? Oh damn,
know.
Jay.
I mean, I'm by myself.
Yeah, he came
I have
with
a
it.
reason.
Yep.
Well, with that being said, we can go ahead and
Yep.
close this out. It's
I'm
been
just gonna
lovely
agree.
talking to you guys.
Anyway, we out this
We
bitch,
gonna
man.
get out this motherfucker because motherfuckers gonna start fighting or some shit.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Really? That's how we gonna do it? We gonna do it all stiff like that?
Yo. No.
This big boogie, big boogie, big boogie.
Anyway, we out this bitch, man.
Yeah.
Coming from the vault, Maya's Mesa.
You forget where we are?
Yeah, we over here, Maya.
No, we just don't want to say their name, actually. Nah, yeah, I said it. We at a
Anyway.
location.
Unknown.
Yeah, we at a location. We ain't saying names.
Anonymously.
in the vault. In
No,
the
you
vault.
can't say that.
Nah.
Anyway, shout out to my right hand man, Anonymous J, Uncle Kevin,
Yep.
this bitch, HL.
Shit.
We about to bounce like stripper booty.
Huh?
Everybody
Man.
have a lovely week. Thank
Midget
you for tuning
stripper
in.
booty. Stripper booty. Midget stripper
Shout out to
booty.
my bro G Major for the beats in the background. Pay attention.
Ain't no beats in the background yet.
This
Nigga.
just let the magic happen. This is why you went to jail.
No, it's not.
We're gonna go, man, before we get
Snitching
raided by
ass.
the police and shit. Y'all have a blessed week, man. Tune in next week, man. The Big 1-0. Big Boogie. Yo, what up?